man. The hell with that music, man. What up? What up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mo J, and this is the Mo You Know. Now, first off, we're going to start off with Happy Martin Luther King Day. The reason we are off today is because of Martin Luther King and everything he did. Also, secondly, we got the inauguration. Now, I definitely wasn't about to sit on the live and watch that with y'all. It was very boring. Very, very boring. And I just was finishing up the speech that he was going through. So we're just going to touch on that. Then we'll wait till he goes over to the Capital One Arena. But before we get started, I want to show you one of the things I got while I was out there. Got a little smash, but you know what I'm saying? We came back from Dublin. Now, this is one of a kind here. You can only get what's in here in Dublin. Yeah, let me go ahead. You see this? The Jameson Distillery Edition. Now, this is triple distillery, okay? 3 times. 1, 2, 3. You can only get this in Dublin. And you see that? Uh-oh, we got the custom bottles. We got the custom bottles. This bottle has been specifically labeled for Julius Moore. Let's see what they got in. I can smell the whiskey in the air now, and I don't even drink whiskey. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Got the custom label on there, the distillery edition. No one will be drinking this. If I ever go back to Dublin, I will buy another one that I will drink. But this shit's so smooth, you don't even know you're drinking whiskey. I was in there. I was like, this is distilled 3 times. They said triple. I said 1, 2, 3. They said triple. I was calling it 3 times. They said no triple. So I said, okay, this is smooth as a motherfucker right here. This right here is the real deal. I'm talking about it gets you right. I took 2, 3 shots of it. Well, I took 3 shots of this when we went through the tour because there was extra shot glasses there because people didn't show up for the tour. Did my thing. But yeah, this one, I'm gonna get a plaque. I'm gonna get a little I'm gonna get a plaque made with a light to put up under it, but this one will never be drank right here. This is between 7 and 11 years age, and I'm gonna let it age for at least another 10. You know what I mean? So 2035, I'm gonna probably open this up. Hell to the Commanders, man. The Commanders suck. Now y'all fans, I ain't seen not one person on my channel. I got a liquor cabinet in the house, Kendall. I was gonna put one over here in the corner, but I'm putting it in the house because I got this. My OG's about to give me this bottle of yak. That's what do you say, $1,400? Yeah, it's some Martell's like $1,400. He said he'll give me the bottle for $9, so I'm gonna buy that from him. But we got that. Then we got the Luck of the Irish. You know what I mean? And then I'll be giving this one away. I got 2 shot glasses, but you know what that's saying. Say more, man. That's our family crest right there. All right, but anyway, so we're going to jump into this inauguration. But before we do, since it is MLK Day, we have to hear the MLK speech. Now, I'm going to give you guys the updated modern version of it. So hold on, give me a second. If any of you guys know Lorenzo Swell, wherever this fool's name is, let me know what you guys think about this gentleman here real quick. It's 2025. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you want to help donate to the channel, I'll pin it in the chat.
Drinking warm water before.
We need to get YouTube Premium one of these days. Maybe in 2026. We'll aim for 2026 for YouTube Premium.
Let's pray for our 47th president. Heavenly Father, we're so grateful that you gave our 45th and now our 47th president a millimeter miracle. We are grateful that you are the one that have called him for such a time as this, that America would begin to dream again.
I have a dream.
We pray that we would fulfill the true meaning of our creed. That we hold these truths to be self-evident.
Yes, Lord.
That all men are created equal. We pray that you use our president. That we will live in a nation.
Put your hands on them, Lord. Guide them through this 1,460 days. I just want you to take your time and make sure that we, the American people, on the God's green earth, get the 4 years we deserve. Lord, I just ask for you to pray amongst all people, because they say God bless America and no place else. I want you to just bless everyone in the United States of America, specifically in Chicago, where they're going to start off mass deportation tomorrow, Lord. I just want you to make sure that they only get the illegals and leave the legals in their homes, Lord. I want this president to make the change that we've been asking for, Lord. I'm talking bring the grocery prices down, even though he done already lied and told the people he can't bring the prices down, Lord. Yes, Lord. I want you to build that wall down in Texas. Finish up what we supposed to do. They said it was only 50 miles built, but technically it was only 48 with 38 inside walls. I want you to bring down the prices of the mortgage, Lord, even though I know that the numbers are going up because he lied to us again. I want you to take these lies from this president, Lord, put your hands on his shoulders and guide him in the right direction and lead us. I said, lead us into the future. I want everyone in the chat right now to hit that like button, because we're not at the end of this prayer. We just beginning. I don't have a prayer cloth on me, but believe me that the little sheep, oh, yeah. You know, when the baby Jesus was raised in the manger with the sheep and the wool, I want that wool to wipe the sweat off of me. I want you to lead us into the direction that we need to be led into. I heard that there was a Trump coin that went up and it dropped 38%, meaning niggas lost money. Why did I say niggas? Because I mean niggas is how they treated them. But now that Trump is here, he's going to put that stimmy in their pocket, and them Negroes are going to be niggas for Trump. Lord, I just want you to give us our daily bread, even though it's skyrocketing and the grocery prices are going to go even higher after this mass deportation. That isn't going to work because no one has been trained, and we're about to send all of the military members down to the Mexican border to do who knows what. But Lord, I just want you to make sure that me, my brothers, my sisters, and they said it's only about to be 2 genders, a male and female. They said executive order is on the way. So I just want you to pray for all of those that may not fit in those specific categories. But I just want you to make sure that we all get the better days that we supposed to get, because the Lord and Savior has put Trump here on the earth to give us another stimmy. We all looking for them $1,200,000 checks. Oh, $1,200 checks. Oh, wait a minute. The 1,200 is 12,000. I don't know, but niggas made it seem like it was $1.2 million. Them niggas is still broke. I want you to give us another PPP loan. I want you to take us to the promised land, Lord. Yes, Lord. I want you to take Trump and use him as a vessel. I want us to be able to look at our president and know that better days are on the horizon. When I wake up in the morning, not only do I thank the Lord, I say, Lord, thank you for giving us Donald J. Trump. I just want the people to know that there are better days ahead of us. We have 1,460 days to get it right. In your name we pray. Yeah, amen. Yeah, amen. Woo. Woo. I will be giving this little sheepy away. Woo. 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 I don't know what got into me tonight, man. The spirit just took a hold of me. The spirit just took a hold of me. I apologize. But let's go. Let's go.
Well, we will not be judged by the color of our skin, but by the content of our character. Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, we are so grateful today.
What up, John?
That you will use our 47th president so we would sing with new meaning, my country, 'tis of thee.
I know that's right.
Sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside.
Excuse me.
Let freedom ring, and because America.
Wait a minute. Why aren't these white people acknowledging this prayer? When we pray heads down, no looking around. What's going on here?
Is called to be a great nation. We believe that you will make this come true. So let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring.
Mike Pence is here. Mike Pence came out by Mike Pence and his wife came out. Not George Bush's vice president. What other vice president came out? So the vice presidents all came out. Obama came out by himself. Michelle Obama didn't come. Clinton is there. Bush is there with their wives. So everybody came out. Well, not Congress, not all of Congress. You know, people talking about, oh, AOC wasn't invited. All Congress is invited to this. They got priorities. So if they didn't show up, they just didn't show up because they didn't want to. It wasn't because they weren't invited. They got to understand Trump has no control over this stuff. So when you see it on social media, you can really just laugh at it. Me, I'm going to troll them because they don't know what the hell they're talking about. But yeah, Congress, they got priority to this. They did move it inside, but he's the first president to move it inside because it was quote unquote too cold, but they were standing outside for a while.
From the mighty mountains of New York, let freedom ring. From the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania, let freedom ring. From the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado, let freedom ring. From the curvaceous hilltops of California. But God, we're asking you not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain.
Nigga. When you gonna let freedom ring from the pride lands of Kansas City, Missouri?
Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and every molehill in Mississippi, from every state, every city, every village, and every hamlet. And when we let freedom ring, we will be able to speed up that day where all of your children, black men and white men, Protestant and Catholic, Jew and Gentile, will be able to sing in the meaning of that old Negro spiritual.
Free at last! Free at last!
Thank you, God Almighty. We are free at last. If you believe where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. Come on, put your hands together and give your great God great glory.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Who let this nigga on stage, man? I'd rather they just yes, sir, boss. I get out there and give you a good prayer. You should have just had a white guy praying, but this is Trump. I ain't gonna put no niggas in my cabinet, but I have a nigga come out here and give y'all the prayer. This nigga wasn't even praying. Like Eric said, he was just taking quotes from Martin Luther King and throwing in some Bible verses. I did a better job. He didn't even pray for nothing. We letting freedom ring from all the mountaintops that 99% of us are never going to go to. You're going to be up on that mountaintop in Pennsylvania talking about free at last, free at last. There's no one up there. We don't give a fuck. You are free up there. You by yourself, nigga, just like you would by yourself up here. This is a waste of time. But this is showing y'all what is about to happen for the next 1,460 days. Free at last. This is not what Martin Luther King did his free at last speech. And when he had a dream, this was not the dream that he was talking about. I think they're going to deport J.D. Vance's wife. She might be first on the list. I don't know. She don't look American.
No one seems to know this.
All right, so that right there was our Martin Luther King pre-prayer to get us into this live. Now, there's a lot of stuff. We're waiting for him to get over to the Capital One Arena. The speech that he gave right after the inauguration when he went downstairs was terrible. I guess I could show it. He really ain't talking about it. Really, all he's talking about is pardoning the J6 people. Him and the governor of Texas talking about building a wall. But I thought 8 years ago that Mexico was supposed to build the wall, but Mexico never built that wall. I don't think Mexico ever built that wall. I thought Mexico was supposed to be the one building the wall, but so this is what we got to look forward to. Oh, where is it at? Is this it? Here you go. Here, DC police monitor small group of Proud Boys demonstrating following Trump's inauguration. Members of the Proud Boys marched during President Trump's inauguration in Washington, D.C. on Monday. Law enforcement officials are monitoring a small group of Proud Boys who are demonstrating and marching through downtown Washington, D.C. The group is marching as President Trump has been sworn into office. Law enforcement is particularly concerned about the group's proximity to the crowd of anti-Trump protesters who are expected to march to Black Lives Matter Plaza this afternoon. If the two groups cross, there is worry that there is the potential for violent clashes. Per a law enforcement source, a CNN team saw a relatively small group surrounded by members of the media marching through D.C. So the Proud Boys, they're back. Remember, he told them to stand down and stand by. So they did that. They waited there 4 years. Living in America. No, man, I'm not getting no copyrights, man. I'm just cleaned up. I just cleaned up videos off of this channel because we get to reapply for our damn monetization in February. So I've been taking stuff off of this channel, man. We gotta have a clean slate for February so we can try to get paid. Let me see. Everybody's talking about Biden's pardons, but let's be real. If you got to get out of jail free card, I'm taking one. Whether I did something wrong or not, I'm just giving myself a blank pardon. Now, Biden did say he wasn't going to pardon his son. He didn't pardon his son until after he went and did jail time and he got him out of it, like any adult, any parent would. But, man, you got to have these because you never know. All that weaponizing, you know what I'm saying, and going after other people that Trump was spewing, everyone was getting charged because they actually committed a crime, but you never know what they're going to do. Now, obviously, you do have technically the presidential immunity. If you did it while you was in office, you could just say it's presidential immunity, but you still got to have them pardons. I'm not going to lie. But if I was the president, by the time I got out of being president, each one of my family members will probably have 20 to 30 pardons just waiting on them. You know what I mean? Any federal offense, pardon, get me out of that. You know what I mean? I'm just going to be real. I'd have about 50 pardons for me. Because if you rob a bank, I'm not saying do this, but if you rob a bank, that's a federal offense. I got a pardon for that. I'm on out of here. You know what I mean? But they all saying, oh, you shouldn't have done that, man. That's bad. Like, come on, man. Trump's talking about pardoning the January 6 members. But let me see. Where was the next one? There we go. Who we say is worse, Reagan or Trump? Well, I didn't live during Reagan, so I'd have to say Trump. Regardless to what I don't like is when people start talking about politics. The reason I bring it over here and I don't really bring it to my other channels because that's just for fun. But when it comes to politics, anything that goes wrong, and it's there's 5 people in the world. And these 5 people, all of their fans and followers are the very same person. Different demographics, but they're the same people. Their loyal supporters are all blind to everything. Trump supporters, LeBron James supporters, Patrick Mahomes supporters, Aubrey Drake supporters, and I forgot who the 5th one was. But all of them, they never apply that same logic to that person. Anything that goes wrong, Biden sent a lot of money in aid. Well, he didn't send the money. Congress sent the money, but who do they blame? They blame Biden. Trump sent money to Ukraine. He didn't send it. Congress did it. There's no blame to it. But anything that goes wrong with other people, they'll throw it in their face. But we forget that the whole world got shut down in 2020 under Trump. So when it comes to me saying who was better, who was worse, Under Trump, the world shut down. Under Biden, the world opened up. So if one person is closing business, but the other person is opening business, I got to go with the person that's opening business. Plus, I done made more money than I ever made up under Biden. Plus, we didn't already went over the CHIPS Act. We didn't already went over the infrastructure bill. We didn't go over anything up under Trump except for building a wall. And now we're looking at mass deportation that, as we went over multiple times, they're about to send military troops to the border and do what? So now you're declaring this an emergency. We're going to have troops at the border that costs what? Money. That's going to be a deployment. It's going to be a short-term deployment, probably about, I don't know how long they're even going to stay out there. Even if it wasn't 6 months, that's going to be roughly about, shit, it's $1 million a year for a troop in Afghanistan. It's going to probably be roughly about $10,000 a month on top of everything else that a soldier gets just to be sitting at the border. What are they doing? Sitting at the border, just, you can't come across this water. Like, what are they going to be doing at the border down there? Then we got the mass deportation that they're trying to start in Chicago. Can anyone tell me or show me an article? Yeah, matter of fact, I want someone to give me a link or to a website that shows me that Chicago PD or any of the Illinois National Guard or anything has been training to start mass deportation tomorrow morning. If they're starting on Tuesday, that means tonight, hey, pack up tomorrow 4:45. We waking up. What are we actually doing in Chicago? What's the plan? If someone can find me an article or something that tells me, like, what are we actually doing tomorrow morning? What up, Cam? Yeah, fanatics. Yeah, it's like, man, that's where I come in. I know a lot of people say I'm going against everybody, but I always want you to look at both perspectives. You know what I mean? If it applies to one, we got to apply it to everybody. You can't say something specifically for this person, but then don't give it to the same person. I mean, to the next person. This is on Economic Times. We are India. No, we ain't looking. We don't need India to be telling us nothing about what we got going on over here. Oh yeah, Beyonce. Beyonce is the big one. That's the big five right there. Trump, LeBron, Patrick Mahomes, Aubrey Graham, and fucking Beyonce. Man, shut up. I don't give a damn about none of them. And I told y'all I was right. For the whole existence of my channel, I've been telling y'all the whole time that Aubrey was soft and the niggas' music was whack. And now look where we're at. I told y'all, man, I can point a sucker out when I see him. But anyway, Chicago braces for immigration crackdown and deportation under Trump. The fight over illegal immigration in Chicago has the potential to be among the fiercest in the country during the first weeks of Trump's second term. Why are they going to a black city? Why don't they go do this shit in Tennessee or goddamn Alabama or something? Chicago of all the places. Is there a big Hispanic community in Chicago?
Document that shows the incoming Trump administration's plans to conduct a major immigration enforcement operation in at least one city next week. We don't know yet what city will be targeted, but sources familiar with the planning tell NBC News that early enforcement could hit the D.C. area as well as Philadelphia, Los Angeles, Denver, and Chicago.
So nobody really knows because I seen your article. Let me see, Kendall. Let me see. No one knows because one thing we realized about old Donnie J.
We have a major up.
What the hell is this? Oh man, the hell with TikTok. TikTok came back. Oh, we're gonna talk about TikTok too, because I already know what the plan was with TikTok. There was just a little backdoor situation right there to get 50% ownership to some of the oligarchs, but we'll get into that a little later. Now, what are we doing in Chicago? How is this even going to work? Like, Chicago President-elect Donald Trump's incoming border czar vows that the biggest city in the Midwest will be ground zero for mass deportations, and officials across the political spectrum in Chicago are bracing for a showdown. On one end, Lincoln United Methodist Church, the historically Hispanic Pilsen neighborhood, has canceled in-person Spanish services to protect the congregation from potential immigrants. Oh, that would be smart. Yeah. Hey, don't come to church. Do not come to church. Potential immigration roundups or targeted hate crimes, worshippers can still access services online. Now, shit, they might get online and start checking IP addresses. I think people are scared right now for what is to come with the new administration. The Reverend said, we're doing everything we can to explore every single option to continue to protect our community members that are vulnerable. I don't know. Immigration and customs enforcement officials were planning a major enforcement operation that would target immigrants for several days after Trump's inauguration, according to a document reviewed by NBC News. A person familiar with the planning, Tom Homan, the incoming border czar, said Saturday that the administration hadn't made a decision yet after the news of the planned operation began to leak. That's because there is no plan. There is no plan. All there is we got a concept. This whole time, we haven't heard them talk about any policies, healthcare, food prices, the cost of living. It's the border, mass deportation, and TikTok. The war in Ukraine is still going on. It's been 2 months since he said, once I get elected, the war is going to end. He said 24 hours after he gets elected, the war is still going on 2 months. Tomorrow makes 24 hours after he been sworn in. The war is still going to be going on. The dude is a liar, man. He already said, well, the price of groceries, they can't go down. You know, we can't fix that. So really nothing is going to change. It's just going to be a lot of talking. Billionaires are going to continue to be rich. If you look, if you remember back maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I did a live when I was talking about 2026 is when we're actually going to see the financial deficit start. We're going to start following back. You know what I'm saying? There were more than 270,000 jobs created. But watch, we're going to start to see unemployment start to skyrocket. The cost of groceries going up. Immigration, it's not going to change. It's not going to change. We already broke down how Obama did it. Within 4 years, they did, I want to say it was like 2 million, and they're trying to do 1 million a year. It's not going to happen. But let's continue on. Chicago will not be the first city to see mass deportations begin. 2 sources with knowledge of the plans told NBC Sunday night after the operation in the city was postponed but not canceled due to media leaks. Did I see the rally at the arena yesterday? He openly admitted the election was rigged. Oh, yeah. In Philadelphia, don't no one know the machines better than Elon. But, I mean, I don't know if that's as far as actually tampering with something. I don't know if he tampered with. I know he was buying votes out there, though. Oh, that's why they going to Chicago. Chicago's the 3rd largest city led by Democrats, which makes it a natural foil to the Trump's hardline campaign promises about immigration. Republicans have long slammed it as a metropolitan area plagued by violent crime, though recent statistics say crime has been falling in cities and towns across the United States. Let's be real. The crime in Chicago is not committed mainly by illegal immigrants. The crime in Chicago is committed by young niggas. Let's just be real. Crime in Chicago is committed more by young black males from the age of, it's unfortunate, but it's true, from the ages of 16 to like 29, maybe 16 to 30. These young niggas are just wild, man. If we just gonna be honest, they wild. They wild as hell. I probably say 80% of the crime as far as like shootings and stuff come from them. I mean, I'm just gonna be real with you. You know, I'm all for my people, but what all I see is these young niggas killing each other. It's unfortunate, but that's how these dudes are living. Now, I know they're talking about cracking down on gangs or whatever, but we'll see how that goes. those. Give me a second. I think I got some action. Let's see if we can those. All right, do we got the executive orders?
If a man really hated
Let me see. Well, here go y'all. Here go everybody's favorite uncle.
God bless you and God bless the USA.
If you guys don't know, this is America's favorite uncle. Some people call him Uncle Ben. Wait a minute, not Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben does the rice. This is Thomas Clarence, one of the most crookedest niggas in the United States of America that you ever gonna come across. Now, he's on the Supreme Court, so he's basically, let's just put it out there, untouchable. This nigga right here takes money, trip, everything. It's just, he's a crooked individual. That is your uncle. That's your uncle, Thomas Clarence. And Clarence has a real good marriage. Damn, they got my dog right here, man. Serving drinks. Ain't no one even at the table, man. Damn. His name is Clarence Thomas, but I call that nigga Thomas Clarence because the nigga is ass backward. This nigga set all of us back. He made it to the Supreme Court just to do everything you ain't supposed to do. You got to call the nigga for what it is. Thomas Clarence. They call him Clarence Thomas. The nigga is backwards. This is America, y'all. Hey, my boy right here. This gentleman over here, he be putting in that work, man. Unfortunately, he's just at the house, though. But that's one thing you got to remember. When it comes to this politics stuff, all of these people went to school together. All of them know each other. They just on different sides of the aisle. But behind closed doors at these events, they talk to each other. They all know what's going on. They get invites to certain type of shit. You know how it go. It's no different than you working at Burger King and your homie working at McDonald's. Y'all still cool. It's just when we go to work, we got different paths. You know what I mean? Thank you, DeMarcus. Modi J. The reason there's a dot in there is because I forgot what the hell. I was signing a piece of paper and I put more and I put J on there. Put the dot there so we know that's your first name. I'm like, God damn. So then after that, hey, Mo, don't forget the dot. Shut the fuck up. So that's how Modi J came about. But yeah, that is where Modi J came from. Hey, Mo, don't forget to put the dot there. So I just took it. Modi J. Mo, don't forget the dot. What up, Detroit? Right now, all these foods just sitting around. I want to, you know, the food at these type of events are terrible. I'd be in here toasted, man. I'll tell you that. I don't know if y'all seen Pete Eggs, but you know they clown his at
But Amazon actually has a $50 million fund that they have to pay out every single month. And here's how you can get a cut.
Man, I'm trying to see the executive orders that are going to be signed. All right, well, since we ain't there right now, this is just a little dinner here, but we'll go over to all the day one executive actions Trump is supposed to do that he announced so far. All right, where's this on NPR? So 38. All right. We're going to look at all these executive orders and see if they have anything to do with our regular day of living, because that's one thing we haven't heard from this guy is any policy, just all concepts and bullshit that should be going down. Golly. All right, there we go. All of the day one executive actions Trump has announced so far. President Trump is expected to sign a flurry of executive order memorandums and proclamations after his inauguration on Monday, revising many of his predecessors' policies and reinstating actions from his first term in office. The actions are expected to address a range of issues, including campaign priorities like border security and culture war issues like DEI policies. That means for 99% of us in the chat, you will not be able to get a job that you were qualified for because they don't have to hire your black ass no more, or your brown ass no more, or your purple ass no more, or your yellow ass no more, or your orange ass no more, or your green ass no more, or your blue ass no more. They can hire all the white folk they want to. So we're going to start off with immigration. Trump is expected to declare a national emergency at the U.S. southern border and designate criminal cartels as terror groups. Now that's good. And end birthright citizenship for citizens born to immigrant parents without legal status. And according to incoming White House officials who spoke to reporters on a call on condition of background. So basically, national emergency. We need everyone down to the border. Criminal cartels. So any cartel, well, I mean, that's obviously whenever cartel bosses get locked up, they're doing life anyway. We got El Chapo. He ain't getting out of there. They tried to get Pablo, but they ended up knocking Pablo off. They tried to lie and tell us that Pablo took his own life. If Pablo would have took his own life, he wouldn't have ran. He would have just took his own life inside of the building. But criminal cartels as terror groups, I can respect that. If they want to do like El Salvador, we'll go into that a little bit later. El Salvador, what they did is just lock up all gang members. It don't matter if you were a criminal or not. If you were in a gang, your ass is going to jail. Now in America, it's not illegal to be in a gang, but if you are in a gang, you are participating in criminal activity. So they could do that and just lock up all niggas in gangs, but then we know that could get a little bit far because sometimes I get on here and say, cut, rip, and they be thinking I'm a crip, but I'm not. Ending birthright citizenship of children born to immigrant parents without legal status. It used to be if you were born on American soil, illegal or legal, no matter what, you were an American citizen. If you're an American born anywhere else in the world, you are still an American citizen if your parent is a legal citizen. Now, I don't agree with that. I get it, but I don't agree with that. If you make it over here and you're born on American soil, hey man, that's what America was built on. The niggas that wrote the Declaration of Independence, the people that wrote the Constitution were not born on American soil. They did not have legal status because immigration wasn't a thing then. You could just come over here and do what you wanted. So if the ones that wrote the Constitution weren't legal, then yeah, if you born on American soil, I believe you should be an American. That's where the fuck I was born. So that's the only thing I disagree with. The terror groups is cool. A national emergency at the border, I don't think sending military members down there is to just put all border patrol down there. That's what we have a damn Homeland Security and Border Patrol for. Trump will also reinstate the Remain in Mexico policy, which will require some asylum seekers at the southern border to wait in Mexico for their hearings in U.S. immigration court, the officials said. Okay, I can see that. You wait. That's cool. You stay in Mexico. Once your shit's done, all right, come on over. Well, this is for asylum seekers. I don't think this is for people that are just trying to, migrate over to United States of America. I think they'll be able to come over here. But then again, knowing them is probably Remain in Mexico for everybody. We also know that there's talks of them shutting down completely certain countries to even immigrate over. So the remain in Mexico policy, yeah, asylum seekers stay at the border and yeah, wait there. Okay, that's cool. But you never know how far they're going to take it. The moves are 10 of the sweeping executive actions on border security that incoming officials say Trump plans to sign on Monday. Excuse me. Number one, declare a national emergency at the border. The officials on the call said that the action will allow U.S. armed forces to finish the border wall and allow Secretary of Defense to deploy members of the armed forces and National Guard to the border. U.S. armed forces to finish the border wall. So the Army Engineer Corps, there's only so many of them. The rest of the military, their job isn't to build fucking walls. They're not going to know what they're doing out there. They're not trained for this. So I thought Mexico was paying for this wall. Why is the U.S. military? So wait a minute. You mean to tell me we're trying to eliminate expenses, but we're using military members to build a wall? So that means the government is paying for this wall. You mean our taxes are paying for this wall that the military members who haven't been trained for this, who are going to need training, which is going to cost, which is going to mean we're going to need new places to stay, because that's a long ass border, which is going to take multiple years. This is going to be a couple $2 billion for a wall that people are going to climb over. People are going to dig up under. Just like we were talking about the roundup, there's not just military members sitting around. Hey, what are we doing today? Well, we ain't got nothing. Oh, we can go get on border patrol. We can go get on roundup patrol and go catch some illegal immigrants. You're going to have to activate these members. The National Guard members, they got regular jobs. So you're going to take them all from their jobs, put them on active duty orders, have them set up, go out to the border, be away from the family on short-term deployments in the United States and help build these walls. And then your active duty members, I don't even know what bases they will pull from active duty, but when you do this, it's going to be no different than the roundup. Because now you're going to need, not only you're going to need people to build the wall, you're going to have to bring down the cooks down there. You're going to have to bring down people to run the dorms and the barracks. You have to bring down people for the transportation. You're going to have to really open up new bases at the border in order to run this operation. Oh, well, what do I know? Clarify the military's role in border security. This action directs the military to prioritize our borders and protect territorial integrity by repelling forms of invasion, including unlawful mass migration, narcotics, trafficking, human smuggling, and trafficking and other criminal activities. The official. So what are they thinking that this is a movie? They're just going to have. See, if you haven't been in the military, you wouldn't really know how. So when you go into a base, you do have, I don't know the hours of it, but you do have people doing perimeter checks. So they do ride around the perimeter. They ride around the outside of the gate and they go around the inside, make sure that there isn't anything damaged on the fence or anything. But that's just so often that they do that. Then you got people at the front gate or any gates that lead in and out of the base. The rest of the security forces or military police, they're at certain locations. You'll have some, if there's any like missiles or anything, they'll be covering those, the hangars, things of that nature. Other ones are just patrolling because it's like a little community on base. Not everyone on the base has a weapon. It's just the police, the military police, security forces that have guns. These people are not arresting niggas. So you can't just give, hey, what are you doing today? Oh, I drive the trucks. What trucks you do? Oh, I got to clean up. You know, you got CE, civil engineering. You just gonna go get plumbers. Hey, we gotta put you on the border. Yeah, your job, you're gonna be stopping the human traffickers, the cartels. Yeah, your job is to fight them. Like, nigga, when we go on deployments, we don't even do that shit. When we go on deployments, we are on that base, operating the base, and only a specific amount of people go outside. That's what we got the infantry for. But not everyone. I was bioenvironmental. If you send me out there and I gotta go, hey, are you in the cartel? Listen, cartel ain't about to be listening to me. I'm gonna be working for the cartel trying to smuggle 2 or 3 of them things back. I'm trying to get paid. Niggas not about to be at the border. Hey, you the cartel? Halt. Who goes there? Niggas don't know what they about to get their ass whooped out there. Other criminal activities. Man, this nigga got an RPG, man. What we gonna do out here? This shit just is stupid. Like, if you talk to, what I want you to do is anyone in your family that's in the military, just ask them on a day-to-day basis, what is their job? What do they do? What do they do at work? I guarantee it's not going to qualify them to build a wall. It's not going to qualify them to stop. It's a whole bus full of goddamn 100 motherfucking migrants coming up here. Hey, get off that. I don't speak Spanish. I don't. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? What is el business in America? Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. So that shit right there is just like the roundup. No one's prepared for this shit. Let's see. End, catch, and release. Continue building the wall and end remain in Mexico. Designate criminal cartels as terrorists. This will allow the U.S. to more easily remove members of groups like Terran de Agra, a transitional criminal organization from Venezuela, and MS-13. Suspend refugee resettlement. The official said the U.S. will suspend refugee resettlement for at least 4 months. I mean, you come here, we're not going to put you here. You're going to be chilling there for 4 months. No. We're going to go ahead and stop that. End asylum and close the border to those without legal status via proclamation. Officials said they are planning to end asylum entirely and close the border to those without legal status, which creates an immediate removal process without possibility of asylum. Damn, so if you come here seeking asylum, if your country's at war, you like, man, I'm going to go to America, seek asylum. They say, hell no. End asylum and close the border. Well, obviously, they ain't going to have no damn legal status if they seeking asylum. What does this even mean? Officials said that they are planning to end asylum entirely. Okay, so they're just going to end asylum. So no one can seek asylum from here. So that means Ukrainians, anybody. If your country's at war, there's no seeking asylum here. And close the border to those without legal status, which creates an immediate removal process without possibility of asylum. Damn, they're just trying to get you up out of here. End birthright citizenship. The official said with the White House plans to end birthright citizenship, it's in the 14th Amendment. So with this, I don't know if they're going to be able to do that. The executive order probably won't be able to clear it. This will probably have to go up to the Supreme Court because it's in it's the 14th Amendment, which is enshrined in the 14th Amendment. They're going to probably have to have a vote on this. They argue that the amendment does not recognize automatic birthright citizenship for children born in the United States to parents without legal status. This action is likely to see immediate legal challenges. See, that's exactly what I was saying. Let me see. 14th Amendment. Let's go see what the hell they're talking about. The 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution grants citizenship to all people born or naturalized in the United States and guarantees equal protections under the law. It was ratified in 1868 as a part of the Reconstruction Amendments. Grant citizenship to all people born, naturalized in the United States, including formerly enslaved people. So, they're not going to be able to get rid of that because that's going to have to make an amendment to the Constitution, which is going to have to be voted on. That's going to take an act of Congress. That's going to be 2/3 of Congress, and they definitely don't have 2/3 of Congress. Right now, this is the slimmest margin that they have. They technically got, well, it's one seat difference between both sides, both parties, but it's really two, because right now you can't really count how many people the Republicans are going to change, like we've seen in these last couple of days, that the Republicans are actually flipping sides. So I don't this end birthright citizenship, there'll probably be an executive order signed, but it'll probably get challenged. Enhanced vetting and screening. The officials said they are going to enhance vetting and screening of all illegal aliens. What can, honestly, can anyone clearly articulate what is all of this immigration stuff going to do with our everyday living? Is stopping any of this going to change our life? Are grocery prices going to go down? Is the cost of living going to go down? What is this actually doing? Well, they're saying if as of right now, from my understanding, if the parents are illegal and the kid is born here, they're sending the kid off with the parent. And what they're changing, they want to change it, is if the parents are illegal and the kid is born here, the kid is illegal still, and all three of them got to go. But as of right now, they're talking about rounding up everybody. That's what I'm saying. This all of this that we're reading, this isn't doing anything. This isn't changing life. This isn't saying, hey, the cost of rent is going to go down in 6 months. We're going to put a cap on this, and each year you can't go up 10%. There isn't. Yeah, it's affecting the fruit, man. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna see how that goes. You know, some people are already leaving the country because they want to get kicked out. But all this is going to do, if we're being honest, is in the beginning, they're going to crack down. Everyone's going to be scared. But within a year, 2 years, they're going to still be coming over. We're not going to be able to, first of all, the wall isn't getting built. The wall is not getting built. Oh man, we don't want that many miles. We want the U.S.-Mexico border. So it's 1,984 miles. You know how many miles were actually built on the wall? When the wall was being built by Americans, paid for by Americans and not the Mexicans, they only did 48 miles out of this 1,900 miles. Recliner said, how does renaming the Gulf of Mexico lower prices? It's the Gulf of Mexico. Wait a minute, not the Gulf. It's the Gulf of America. I guess you get to swim out there for free now. Gulf of America. Like, why do we even care what the Gulf is called? It's like, we need to name this the American Ocean. We don't give a fuck what the ocean is called. So here goes an actual fact about the wall. So the Trump administration said they completed more than 400 miles. Actually, today, after he got sworn in, he said they finished 500 miles. It's 452 miles in total, according to the latest U.S. Custom Borders and Protection. However, only 80 miles of new barrier walls have been built where there was none before. That includes 47 miles of primary wall and 33 miles of secondary wall built to reinforce the initial barrier. So they didn't even build 25% of the wall when they were in office. It's 47. You got 47 in the front, the big wall, and then you got the smaller wall behind it. The reinforced wall, 33 miles and 47 miles. They haven't even built 100 miles total. And it's been 8 years since they started doing this. So that just lets you know that all of this is just bullshit. None of it's going to happen. All right. So enhanced vetting, protect American citizens against invasion. What invasion? Officials said this equips agents and officers of ICE and CBP with the authorities they need to deport people from the United States. But they had the... Just make sure we ain't missing nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Dan Scavito.
Oh, man, I don't give a fuck about no Dan Scavito. All right. So they say they're going to protect American citizens against an invasion. Who's invading us? Mexico ain't invading us. Venezuela is too far away to do any kind of invading. El Salvador, Ecuador, no one's invading us. All they're doing is trying to put that fear out there. Oh, we're going to give you that protection in case we get invaded. Who the fuck is going to invade us with their primitive weapons? Restore the death penalty. The action in particular directs to the Attorney General seeking the capital punishment for the murder of law enforcement officers and capital crimes committed by illegal aliens. Now, you would think restoring the death penalty, there was a cop killed in January 6th, the same people you're trying to pardon. How does that even make sense? You want to restore the death penalty for the murder of law enforcement officers, but you want to pardon the January 6th people when there was cops killed. It's just all a contradiction. It's just whatever they want to hear. It encourages state agencies and district attorneys to bring capital state charges for the crimes the officials said. But this is only a federal offense. The states aren't going for this. Each state is going to say, no, we're not bringing back the death penalty. We don't want the death penalty in our country. I personally don't want the death penalty for nobody. Let their ass sit in jail for the rest of their natural born life. That's more of a punishment than taking them out of their misery. Yeah, Canada is supposed to be the 51st state, and then Greenland, which I don't even know why we would need Greenland, but let me just make sure we ain't what they talking about. Give me a second. We're gonna be jumping back and forth.
Guys, I need to show you how I'm only paying $38.
Man, you paying $38 a month for insurance. You definitely ain't got full coverage.
Force One in the Oval Office at Mar-a-Lago, no matter where it may be. Good times, bad times.
All right, defining sex and ending DEI programs. What up, Tony? This is one of the most ignorant rants I've heard in a while. Well, if you're talking about my rant, I hope you hit the like button and continue to comment in there. Matter of fact, let me know how terrible this rant is. At least give me 10 comments of how bad this is so I know where I can change up and make this better. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm trying to make the chat great again. So let me know if you're talking about my rant. Let me know how I can make this rant a little bit better. Go ahead, 10 more. I haven't seen 10 comments from you. Tony, you need to put in 10 comments before I can acknowledge you again. Nah, but what up, Tony? Defining sex and ending DEI programs. Trump will sign an executive action on Monday that says it's policy of the United States to recognize two biological distinct sexes, male and female. An incoming White House official speaking on background told reporters Monday. I didn't even know they put. Whenever I filled out stuff, I never seen anything besides male, female, or didn't want to answer. These sexes that are not changeable, and they are grounded in fundamental and inconvertible reality, the official said. The change will require government agencies to use definitions of documents like passports, visas, and employee records, the official said. Taxpayer funds will not be allowed to use for transition services, the official said. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to pay I don't have nothing against them, but yeah, don't use my taxes for you to, hey, use your insurance. I pay for my insurance, you use your insurance. But I haven't seen anything that said besides male and female or like you don't answer. Especially not on passports. Does passports say, like, what would it say on a passport? Just male and female, right? Mm-mm. A second action will end diversity, equity, and inclusion programs in the federal government, the official said, given as examples environmental justice programs in the Department of Agriculture, as well as diversity training, even though they want to give out the what is the HB1 visas, which are predominantly from India, which is basically like DEI. National energy emergency and electric vehicle mandate. Trump intends to declare a national energy emergency on Monday, aiming to cut red tape and regulations for the energy industry. Jeez Louise. And the second one specific to Alaskan resources, an incoming White House official told reporters on a background conference call. The national energy emergency will unlock a variety of different authorities that will enable our nation to quickly build again, to produce coal and natural resources, to create jobs, to create prosperity, and to strengthen our nation's national security, the official said. The official said energy prices are too high, but declined on the call to name a lower target price. Well, why do you think we got windmills? To help bring down those energy costs. Solar panels, bring down those energy costs. You know, everyone always talks about the price of gas and drill, baby, drill. Did you know America produces the most oil daily than anywhere in the world, even more than the Middle East? Yeah, we do that right here. So just if we start drilling and start getting it, we already have more than gas than we can use. If we do that, then all of the major gas corporations, they're already mad about the drill, baby, drill, because the more that we have, then that means the less their stock prices are going to be. It's going to go down, go down, go down. Good for us, the consumers, but you know, the big corporations, they definitely ain't going to like that. But they don't speak on that. That's actually been swept up under the rug. Remember when they were talking about bringing down gas prices? Well, they come to find out that the truth is America, we produce the most gas. That's just a little FYI right there. Let me make sure old Donnie ain't stepping out here. Oh, hell no. Oh, the action will end what incoming Trump officials call the electric vehicle mandate and will end efforts to curtail consumer choice on things that consumers use every single day, whether it be shower heads, whether it be gas stoves, whether it be dishwashers and the like, the official said. Man, this is just stupid. It's going to curtail customer choice on things that customers use every single day, whether it be shower heads, gas stoves, or dishwashers. This is just dumb. Trump has long railed against every energy efficient standards on the campaign trail and specifically taken aim at electric vehicle mandates, a term he uses to encompass all policies designed to encourage a transition to battery powered cars. Rules actually requiring 100% of vehicles to be electric do not exist on the federal level. He's just talking. Now, there was an incentive from Biden to give the big three, Chrysler, GM, and Ford, money, EV initiatives to catch up with around the world, because China and Mexico, they're pumping out electric vehicles at a cheaper rate and faster than us. So the reason we did that is so we could get ahead, so we could actually compete on the national level, because obviously we don't want the big three to go under. So you got the automobiles and the airlines, Those are the two that we can't let go up under. We can't let other people take over. You already know Qatar Airlines is trying to increase and become one of the largest airlines in the world. We definitely can't let them start coming in. So that's why it's a priority at the airports. They don't sell out terminals to certain airlines. So the American terminals, the American Airlines, not just American Airlines, but all the American airlines will be able to have that kind of priority. So we'll be able to stay the number one dominant, obviously, here in America. So it's all kinds of little shit like that that comes into play. Uh Chinese cars shouldn't be show. I mean, if you do Chinese cars, then you got to do Japanese cars. If that's the case, then you got European cars, even though we're cool with the EU. But if you start doing that, 80% of the exports from China come to America. And the reason for that is because we can't produce like they can. If not, all new vehicles in America, $100,000, $150,000, we can't afford that. So you got to go to those alternatives. You got to go to the Hondas, the Toyotas. I don't even know what a Chinese car is, but Nissan then went up under, so they didn't partnered up with a Honda. So you got to get those other vehicles, because if not, the thing that the world is built off the barter system. No one country is self-sufficient enough that it can survive without another country. So that's why you want to have good trade with all these other countries, because it sounds good. Oh, I'm only getting US parts. I'm only getting US this. You're going to be paying that premium, because over here in America, not only do you got to pay a fair wage, then all the prices, everything that you're grabbing from other places is going to come together, and all of it's American made. That price is going to be through the roof. Now, some of y'all are rich. I'm not rich. So I can't afford all American made shit. I got to go get my stuff from a different country. I got to hop on Amazon and get my stuff ordered from China. I got to hop on Amazon and get my stuff ordered from India. You know what I mean? I can't get my shit made in America because it costs too much. So that's why it's always good to have a working relationship with somebody. Also, we got the Panama Canal now. We know why that was built, to get across the Americas without having to go all the way around South America or going up through the freezing Arctic. Now, in 2017, there was actually a chance where Taiwan and Panama, they were in cahoots with each other and they were working together. They had a fair trade between them two. But guess who let it slip in 2017? Oh, that's right, Donald Trump. And now he's talking about Panama, but he failed in 2017. Or no, it was 2018, and China took over the partnership, which knocked Taiwan out. So now they're complaining about China in the Panama Canal when y'all were the one that let that slip through. Also, they broke up a pact that they had with Japan, South Korea, the Philippines. There was a trade system there that Trump also broke off with that. But that's a whole bunch of other stuff that they won't bring up, because that's the past. So they just want to look at it now. Oh, China's trying to take over Panama Canal. It's ran by the Chinese. It's not ran by the Chinese. They just get a better price on sending their ships through there, which helps out America, because all of our goods that we need that are being produced come from China. Now, China does have their own little thing going on, and we can't really trust them all the way, but they do help us out with our everyday supplies. 99% of the shit that you got in your house is probably made out of the country. You know what I mean? Your phone, out of the country. Your cell phone, China. Yeah. You got a Samsung, then you got Korea. You got iPhone, it's on up there in China. This microphone, China. This camera, China. These monitors, China. These lights, China. This, I don't know. This TRI, China. All right, let's finish this up. We got inflation. Did I major policy? Nah. So I did enjoy American history. I took American history. I took 2 American history classes for my associates. I did American government. Did I take a political science? No. Well, you got to remember my bachelor's. It ended up. I started off my bachelor's in international trade until the pandemic happened, and that's when I relocated from Arizona. So when I was at Arizona State, I went to the business school. I went to the Thunderbird campus. So my initial degree was going to be in international trade. That's what I was initially going to school for. But the pandemic happened, and then it went into technical management because I was like, man, let me just finish this shit up. Because I wasn't down in Arizona no more. I moved to California. So it went to technical management. And then I just got me a master's of business association. Not association, but but yeah, I just got my master's in business. And then from there, so I mean, well, we did have to do a lot of political shit in there because with international trade, I did international relations class. I had I did a foreign policy. One of my instructors down at Arizona State was a Chinese. He was a Chinese man. He did work at a he worked at a big corporation in China, but then he ended up going to Japan before he became a professor. I think I got his email still. In California, 2035, all new vehicles have to be electric, though. So all of these policies, these are only for the federal. Each state is going to be like, nigga, we don't care what you talking about. Inflation. Trump will sign a presidential memorandum on inflation Monday. An official from the incoming administration said the official did not provide additional details because there isn't any. There's no inflation is already down right now. Do you know why birthright citizenship was implemented? No, go ahead and break it down for me, Tony. Break it down for me, Tony. Let me see. Oh yeah, you know this is a supporter right here. This is a real. This is the ideal. When you think of a supporter, this is what you think of right here. This is ideal. This is exactly what I'm looking at. Call the police on you. She don't want no music after 6 p.m. Don't be drinking out on your own porch in your own backyard. Don't be smoking none of that reefer in a state where it's legal in your own backyard because she gonna call them dogs on you. Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, there is Negroes next door smoking that weed. Well, man, weed is legal here. I don't care. It's getting in my house. Well, man, why don't you close your door? Well, it's hot outside, ma'am. It is 65 degrees. It is not hot outside. Well, y'all need to do something because they are loud over there, ma'am. If they are in their yard and they are not bothering you, you need to get off of this. Well, I'm going over there. I got to tell them what I know. Hey, I'm on the phone with the police right now. They said y'all need to turn it. Man, we did not tell them to turn down the music. Y'all need to turn it down because they said we over here. We can hear all of that. Ma'am, get back in your house. No, I'm going over there now. They're going to hear from me. Oh, ma'am, please get back into your house. Pop, pop, pop. Ma'am, are you there? No, they shooting at me. Ma'am, what did you do? I went over there and I knocked on their door and I started kicking on it. Man, why were you kicking on their door? Because they were smoking weed. You said they couldn't be smoking. Man, we did not say that. We did not say that. Go home. This is what you think right here, Kendall. Yeah, that's a reefer right there. They smoking that reefer over here. This is what you think. It's a prime suspect right here. I'll put some topics. Let's discuss those first. Yeah. I mean, you can put some topics up there, Tony, but if I don't feel like answering them, I'm not going to answer them. But really, we're just going over this. I mean, we got some time. We got the executive orders out the way, but you can put some topics up there, but
Thank you.
see, this is why the discussion is ignorant. Let's go straight to race. Tony, I don't even know what the fuck you talking about, brother. I'm gonna be honest with you. I am more intelligent than that, but I don't know what you're talking about. We didn't already went over the 14th Amendment and why it was implemented, and then you brought that back up. And I said, I didn't know. So go ahead and explain to me. But then you jumped to let's have some topics, but you didn't answer what I responded to you with. See, Tony, I am intellectual. I do know what I'm talking about. It's just you aren't setting it out in the standard where to go you, then me. It's you jumping around, but it don't work that way. This is my channel. I jump around. I answer what I want to answer. I talk about what I want to talk about. So if you want to respond to what I already said, then okay, we can have that conversation. But if not, you don't dictate anything over here, Tony. And when we make jokes about white people. We make jokes about black people. We make jokes about everybody. If you go back in the live, I did a whole 5-minute prayer clowning the black guy that was on stage. So yes, let's jump to race. It don't matter if you black, white, Asian, brown. I don't care what you are. You come to my channel, I'm clowning your ass. So go ahead and ask your questions, Tony. If I get to it, I get to it. If I don't, I don't. There's more than you just in the chat. I'm over here waiting for Trump to get up here to watch him sign executive orders. Did I say, hey, Trump's a white man, I hate him? No, I didn't jump straight to race. I'm giving my side to both sides. I already said, okay, I agree with the cartel being terrorists. So I agree with some of the shit that he's saying. See, I am intellectual. I don't take a side. I give my opinion and I break it down from my point of view. I try to give both sides of the spectrum. I just made a joke about her calling the police. Why? Because we see that shit every single day. So yes, I do know what I'm talking about. And I am more intellectual than that. It's just I want to have fun and enjoy this evening with my subscribers. Now, I told you to put what you want in there, but don't get in your feelings, because once you get in your feelings, then we had to have this conversation. And I don't like having these conversations. You see how I'm not stuttering or anything and I'm stirring and saying what I need to say? It's because right now I'm being serious. I want to have a good time, man. It's Martin Luther King Day. I got a day off. I just came back from Dublin. We got a new president in. The new inauguration that went down. We got 1,460 days of this. Come on, Tony. Cut me some slack, brother. Martin Luther King Day. Peace, my brother. We here, man. Come on, Tony. It's me and you, brother. It's ain't no, you're black, you're white. It don't matter. We do this over here. Come on, Tony. We having some fun. Jeez Louise is getting to a point. Trump ain't even been in office 24 hours. We can't even joke around. We can't even joke around. We can't joke around. I got you, Tony. Come on, man. We joking around. I'm pretty sure it's going to be some niggas on here. We got the clown. I already called out most of the crime in Chicago ain't coming from illegal immigrants. It's coming from the young niggas. I call out everybody. When I fuck up, I fuck up. Come on, Tony. Come on, Tony. What up, RC? Now, one thing I did think about, though, during all of this, I was, man, if I would have been selling, I know people would have been mad at me, but if I'd have been selling like Trump memorabilia, like made up a fake Shopify was selling shirts, we want 45 back, like, man, I could have made a killing. Matter of fact, I might make some money. I might make some money during this inauguration. I might just start me up a site. 47 is back. No, I'm gonna put 45 is back. It is gonna say on the front, it's gonna have a big ass 47, and on the back, it's gonna be a 45 like a jersey, and at the top, it's gonna say I'm back. Oh, they're gonna buy the hell out of that. They're gonna buy the hell out of that. A big 47 on the front, and on the back, it'll be a 45 that says I'm back. And guess where I'm back is? On the back. Oh, that's about to kill. I gotta make that. 47, I'm back. Oh, they're gonna be mad when I pull up with that 47, 45. I'm back. Remember Michael Jordan? He came back with the 45. Oh, Donnie got the 45 on his back. I'm back. Oh, that sounds nice. Nigga, I'm about to get paid. All right, so they ain't talking about nothing here. Let me see. I know this is about they about to take forever to get up in here, but we got time. You can't see any negatives and anything he wants to implement. So what's the positive? Let me ask you this, Tony. What's the positive of changing the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America? What's the positive of that? Executive orders. Let me see. This is TV 18. NBC, what they got? Okay, NBC ain't talking about nothing. Vibe Queen. So here's a speech. We'll listen to this.
This portable warm air blaster will be in every home in America by 2026. It need a 900 square foot room from 50.
I got my little heater over here, but I ain't got it plugged up tonight. But yeah, these little heaters, I don't trust these.
Thank you very much.
Tony, what do you mean it's ours? You know why it's called the Gulf of Mexico? Because before the Louisiana purchase, Mexico owned all that land. That's why it's the Gulf of Mexico. Mexico used to be higher up until we bought Louisiana, and all that land came part of the United States of America. So it's not our land. It's the Gulf of Mexico because they had it first. Now, North America, the whole country, the whole continent. But the Gulf of Mexico was called that is because Mexico already staked claim on that when the Spaniards came down there and had Mexico. Let me tell you something. America don't own a damn thing. The Native Americans do. We don't own nothing. We bought it, man. What are you talking about? We bought California. We bought Louisiana and all that too. Like you're getting stuff mixed up. You can't give back something we bought. We didn't buy the Gulf of Mexico. We bought the land. We didn't buy the Gulf. The Gulf was called the Gulf of Mexico because of Mexico. It was never the Gulf of America. It was never ours. You can't own water anyway. It's just called the Gulf of Mexico because of where it's at. It's the Gulf of Mexico. You know what I'm saying? I really know. It's like beaches. It's just a beach, but there's only so far before it's international waters and no one owns it. No one owns the Gulf of Mexico. It's just called the Gulf of Mexico. Just like the Arctic Ocean. It isn't, no one owns it. It's just in the Arctic. So it's the Arctic Ocean.
Very, very much.
No, I haven't watched any of the movies yet. Tonight I'm watching Jamie Foxx. Last night my internet was messed up all night, so I didn't get to watch the Jamie Foxx. But I'm gonna watch the Jamie Foxx movie tonight. Try to do the recap for tomorrow. So we got Harlem this week. We got Family Business this week. So I'm gonna be pretty busy on all of those. I'm gonna try to knock out all of those. So I might not have any Netflix shows for like Wednesday and Thursday, but then Thursday to probably pick Thursday, Friday, probably pick back up.
Vice President Vance, Speaker Johnson, Senator Thune, Chief Justice Roberts, Justices of the United States Supreme Court, President Clinton, President Bush, President Obama, President Biden, Vice President Harris, and my fellow citizens. The golden age of America begins.
The inauguration speech. This one was all right. It's the speech he gave after. This one was all right. You're like, okay, Trump didn't change his tune. All right, old Donnie T.
Right now.
Woo!
From this day forward, our country will flourish and be respected again all over the world. We will be the envy of every nation, and we will not allow ourselves to be taken advantage of any longer. During every single day of the Trump administration, I will very simply put America first. Our sovereignty will be reclaimed. Our safety will be restored. The scales of justice will be rebalanced. The vicious, violent, and unfair weaponization of the Justice Department and our government will end.
And our top priority will be to create a nation that is proud, prosperous, and free. America will soon be greater, stronger, and far more exceptional than ever before. I return to the presidency confident and optimistic that we are at the start of a thrilling new era of national success. A tide of change is sweeping the country. Sunlight is pouring over the entire world, and America has the chance to seize this opportunity like never before. But first, we must be honest about the challenges we face.
Talk to
While
him.
they are plentiful, they will be annihilated by this great momentum that the world is now witnessing in the United States of America. As we gather today, our government confronts a crisis of trust. For many years, a radical and corrupt establishment has extracted power and wealth from our citizens while the pillars of our society lay broken and seemingly in complete disrepair. We now have a government that cannot manage even a simple crisis at home, while at the same time stumbling into a continuing catalog of catastrophic events abroad. It fails to protect our magnificent, law-abiding American citizens, but provides sanctuary and protection for dangerous criminals, many from prisons and mental institutions.
Like, when you listen to him, he confident too, man. That I gotta give him credit, man. He in moments like this, when he's actually reading off the teleprompter, he be sounding confident as hell. When he goes downstairs and freestyles it, that's when you hear the real Trump. Like right now, this all sounds good. You know, if I'm just showing up, I never heard of any of these guys. Okay. Damn, we got people coming from insane asylums. Ooh, we definitely got to stop that. Catastrophic events overseas. What the hell didn't happen with the administration before us? They sound terrible. Who was the president? Biden? That shit just sounds bad. They can't protect us. There's crime going on here in America. Damn, this guy, he's got my vote. This shit sounds just legitimate here. Like when you listen to him right here, it's like, damn, okay, this dude sounds like he mean business.
That have illegally entered our country from all over the world. We have a government that has given unlimited funding to the defense of foreign borders, but refuses to defend American borders or, more importantly, its own people. Our country can no longer deliver basic services in times of emergency, as recently shown by the wonderful people of North Carolina, been treated so badly. And other states who are still suffering from a hurricane that took place many months ago. Or more recently, Los Angeles, where we are watching fires still tragically burn from weeks ago without even a token of defense. They're raging through the houses and communities, even affecting some of the wealthiest and most powerful individuals in our country, some of whom are sitting here right now.
This is
They
the
don't have a
latest
home
blood
any
sugar.
longer. That's interesting. But we can't let this happen. Everyone is unable to do anything about it. That's going to change.
Look at Biden. Look at Bill Clinton. Look at Biden. Biden is saying like, what the fuck is he talking about? Bill Clinton. Even his son, look at his son. Barron, man, Barron, he's sitting there like, dog, I gotta live with this nigga, man. I see why Michelle didn't show up. This already would have been, look at Vic. They didn't kick his ass out of Doge, and Doge ain't even a real goddamn government agency. Elon over here somewhere. I know him, Bezos, and Mark. They were over here. They were going in on Mark because he kept looking at Jeff Bezos' wife. Now,
We have
Biden
a public health system that does not deliver in times of disaster, yet more money is spent on it than any country anywhere in the world. And we have an education system that teaches our children to be ashamed of themselves in many cases to hate our country despite the love that we try so desperately to provide to them. All of this will change starting today, and it will change very quickly.
You know why it's going to change very quickly? Because they're trying to get rid of the Department of Education, which won't happen. We need 2/3 Congress vote to get that. In order to eliminate all that, they can make a little bit of changes, but they want to stop giving you all the education so they can go get them H-1B1 visas and go over to India and pay them pennies on a dollar. Because as we were mentioning about making stuff in America, the cost is going to be more. So if you hire an American that the job requires $150,000 salary, if I use this H-1B1 visa and I go and grab me someone from India to come and do this job, instead of paying them $150,000 a year, I can pay them $80,000 a year, which is way more than they would make over in their home country. But there's stipulations. They got to come to work. I can force them to do overtime. I can make them work weekends. I can make them do whatever I want because their visa depends on what they do at work. So that's what Elon and Vic are trying to do. They're trying to get those visas to make it more important so we can outsource it, bring them in, pay them half of what you would pay an American to do that same job. And then guess what? The Americans already don't have the education because why? They're trying to eliminate the Department of Education. Dumb down the Americans, outsource. The billionaires want to outsource instead of paying the Americans what they rightfully deserved and owed. Go get them from another country, bring them in. Just like we go over to another country, have items made, and bring it in for that cheaper cost. But all of this, you just got to watch it. Watch how it plays out. They talking a lot of stuff, but behind the scene, they making moves. Now they got meme coins out. Well, they halted magically. Who's there? The big three: Facebook, Amazon, Tesla. Facebook shows up. TikTok gets banned. Trump banned TikTok. Well, he tried to August 6, 2020, executive order to ban TikTok. It didn't happen because they had a vote on it. They put a vote on it. And guess what? The day before TikTok comes back, its arch nemesis, who has been taken over, Facebook, who owns Instagram, drops Instagram creator. CapCut was owned by ByteDance. They shut down TikTok just long enough for Facebook to release a competitor to CapCut. So now Facebook and Instagram have Instagram creator that can compete with CapCut. But guess what? CapCut ain't working right now. Only TikTok is. So it's going to give them a little head start to try to get people to convert over. Just like when Instagram dropped Threads to try to say that they were competing with Twitter, they weren't really competing with Twitter because they said, well, we got all these new signups. But when Threads was implemented, they automatically enrolled you into it. So it wasn't a new sign up. They forced you to have it. So it's just little things that they're playing. But if you watch what they're doing, everything comes full circle because Trump wanted to ban TikTok. Then he found out he could win by manipulating TikTok. Now he wants TikTok. Okay, we can do 50-50. But hold on, wait a minute. Let me bring in my guys because out of nowhere, Amazon, Facebook, they all donated $1 million. Now we know that Tesla put in a lot more money. But that's just all the stuff that's going on behind the scenes that they won't talk about. But where would I be sitting if I was required? Well, if it depends on what I am. If I'm Supreme Court, if I'm a department head, or if I was like an official party, I'd be up on the front. Now you see everybody on the left, that's all of Trump's people. But on the right are the official party. You got the presidents, vice presidents, Supreme Court. Down in the crowd, this is where all of the Congress members are, the House, the Senate. They all sit out here. Unless they're, prestige, like the Speaker of the House, they'll be up top, but they'll be on the official party side. So if you look at how the whole stage is set up, official party is to the right. Everyone that's a friend or a close guest of Trump is on the left side. So I'd probably be, I ain't the head of state or anything, so I'd probably be out in the crowd somewhere. But as a member of Congress, it isn't mandatory. So I probably wouldn't have showed up because this is my off day. So fuck it. Not that I have anything against Trump. It's just I wouldn't show up to any presidents, to be honest. I don't need to be in an inauguration. I could watch it on the TV. But let me switch over because I think they started. I really want to see the executive orders. That's my main thing. I really don't care about any of the other stuff. I just want to see. And if And if our boy Tony is in here, the history of the name of the Gulf of Mexico. Indigenous influence on the name. Long before the Spanish set sail across the Atlantic, the Gulf of Mexico was home to numerous of indigenous cultures, including the Maya, the Omelet, and various other coastal tribes. So it had already been called the Gulf of Mexico. It was never America because all of the damn Aztecs and everyone that were down there already, they had it. It was never America's. It was never America. America wasn't even together. The Gulf of Mexico been around for like 200 million years. But there you go. Then the Spanish got it, and they the one that actually named it the Gulf of Mexico. There you go. There's a little bit of history. It was never America's.
My recent election is a mandate to complete.
No, I couldn't get into politics, man. I don't know, man. It's just too much, man. I'm not trying to
by the rule
either.
You're now the Vice President of the United States, my friend. So, everyone, will you please join me in raising a glass to our own mentors, the people who inspired all of us, to the possibilities of our own future, to these great new horizons. What a perfect choice this was for the painting, the artwork today, and to the great example of our new
I could have
Vice
painted
President,
that.
Mr. J.D. Vance. You're here.
Thank you, Speaker Johnson and Vice President Vance. I will now invite my senator next door in the state of South Dakota, Senate Majority Leader John Thune, to give the toast for the president.
Well, Mr. President, Madam First Lady, congratulations. It is an honor for all of us to be able to be here today with you on this historic day as we celebrate your inauguration. Mr. President, one of the most important influences in my life when I was getting started in politics was Ronald Reagan. His philosophy of limited government, his belief in peace through strength, the strength of his convictions, were all things that appealed to me. But I was also drawn by his optimism and by his belief in America. And Mr. President, those are qualities that I see in you. One of the things that resonated throughout your campaign was the unshakable belief in our country and in her citizens. You remind us of everything that's possible in America. I'm looking forward to working with you over the next 4 years to build up our great country. It says in the scriptures that if you ask for wisdom, it will be given to you and given to you generously. And so I pray, and our prayer is that God will richly bless you in the years ahead and grant you not only strength, but wisdom. And ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to join me in raising a glass to the President of the United States, President Donald Trump. Hear, hear.
Hear, hear. Come on, Melania. We inside. Take that damn hat off. The disrespect. They want to, man, this is America. We don't have our hats on in the building. Take that hat off. Now, if this was somebody else, it'd be all kinds of conspiracy. If this is Kamala Harris, Kamala got that hat on because she ain't got no brain up there, man. They did brain surgery on her. They took the brain out of her head. Why Kamala got that hat on? Why is she in here with this damn Michael Jackson? Oh, take that damn hat off indoors. And you don't have a hat on at no damn table. I don't know how you do it in your home country, but here in America, we show respect. RESPECT. Find out what it means to me. I can't believe Donald is allowing this. Not on this gracious day. This is MLK Day. He didn't have a dream that we could sit at the table with a hat on. MLK had a dream that J.D. Vance could marry a woman from another country. That's what the dream was, not a dream to have a hat on. What kind of shit show is this? Jeez Louise. I'm about to get on X and do some damn trolling and be like, man, why she got that hat on, man? Who she thinks she is? She ain't the president. Take that hat off.
So, this has been a long day with
The responsibility that you have laid upon our president's shoulders remains secure in your will and safeguarded in your keeping. Uphold him as he preserves, protects, and defends the Constitution to the best of his abilities, relying on your divine help. God of power and might, grace and mercy, grant that your spirit of counsel has access to the president's heart to search it, to his mind to examine it, to his will to test it, that his faithfulness would bear witness to your truth. Surround him with angels and advisors who will serve as your agents to guide and guard him, caution and encourage.
Why am I seeing comments in the chat? This is a prayer. Your head should be down. All that joking and laughing. This is a prayer for your president, the 47th president of the United States of America, bordering the Gulf of Mexico, Donald Trump. You better bow your heads.
Him to remain upright and blameless in your sight. Buckle the belt of truth around his waist. Place the breastplate of righteousness over his heart. Fit his feet with readiness, that your gospel of wisdom and justice will shine forth throughout President Trump's administration. We offer this prayer to the one whose voice we follow to guide all that we do and all that we hope for. Amen.
Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Please remain at your seats as President Trump, Vice President Vance, the Joint Congressional Committee on Inaugural Ceremonies, and the official party depart National Statuary Hall.
All right, Tony, good talking, man. You know, good talk. We in here, man. It's all fun and games, Tony. We really don't care. Like, let me tell you something. The Moets, we really don't give a damn, man. We clowning. At the end of the day, we gotta get up. Bills are due. Rent is due next week, guys. It don't matter who the president is. Rent is due next week, guys. And I hope if you are illegal in here listening to me, please be safe out there. There's more important stuff to do besides laugh and joke around with me. Get your stuff together and figure out how you're going to do that, because allegedly they coming. So, just be careful. I wonder what they got in them gift bags. It can't be anything over $100 though. Oh, I thought that was my dog Trill right there. I thought that was Trill. Man, who is this with this mink on right here? Where Peter at? Peter need to get in here. You don't need to throw some paint on this. What the hell got going on? Yes, when we gonna sign these executive orders, Trump? Man, I gotta go to work tomorrow. It's 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. We trying to see some executive orders so we can yay or nay them. That's how they should do it. All in favor of this executive order, say yay. Yay. Nays have it. What's a priceless gift? Shit, a priceless gift is a pardon. I'm asking Trump straight up, like, hey, give me a pardon. And give me 3 or 4 of them pardons. What I'm going to go do is I'm going to go rob the Federal Reserve. I'm going to try to come out of there with at least 10 to 20 million. And then when I go to court, they just ain't going to be able to do nothing. I need my pardon. You know what I mean? Shit, I ain't coming back to the States, man. It's going to be a cold day. Hey, the only way I'm going back to the States, it has to be like, I'm not even going to say it because I don't want to speak into existence, but it has to be like something catastrophic, or they talking about, hey man, it's going down in Europe, I'm gone. You know what I mean? But I don't see me ever moving back to the States. There go Bezos right there. Yeah, I don't ever see me moving back to the States. I'd rather sit over here and do nothing, to be honest with you. I still fought. Now, don't get me wrong, though. Don't get me wrong. You know, a lot of people say like America's messed up. America is still the greatest place in the world. I still have a lot of freedoms that I have there that I don't have here. So that's a good thing about me being an American over here, is because I can pull that up. Wait, whoa, American. You see this? This is American. Hey, you. Release me to the Americans. Release me to the Americans. I don't want nothing to do with you. I will not say anything else. Release me to the Americans. So don't get it misconstrued. America is still the most favorable place. You fuck up in another country, America will save your ass. You don't want to be like Brittany Griner. You talk all that shit about America if you want to. I got my jokes, but trust me. You trust me. You ain't trying to get caught up in no bullshit. When I got locked up in Amsterdam in 2014, boy, the best thing ever. I was an American. They had to release me the next day. SOFA agreement. you gotta let me go. I gotta tell you what I know. Would I re-gift a gift from Donald Trump, or would you re-gift a gift for Donald? So you want, like, if I got a gift, give it to Trump? I'm not giving that nigga nothing. The nigga got more money than me. I don't give people with money more than me. Then no give. No. He the president. I thought he was a billionaire. You know, they made some money. They about to pull the rug on all of those meme coins that they got. The Melania one that went up. I wish I would have got into the Trump one. I would have put like 500. You could have came up like 3,000 by now. But all that shit's gonna tumble down. The only thing is they can run these scams because he appoints who's going to be in charge of the SEC, the FBI, all of that. So it's like, man, you can do whatever you want at this point. I'm surprised he didn't give it. Hey, you remember they were making a big deal about the football players? Oh, the football game come on tonight, don't it? Damn. Oh man, I'm calm. I'm not locked up abroad. American Greed. I can watch those any time of the day. But yeah, I'm not. This is a little off subject until we. Who is this general? He in the Air Force. What is it for? Trill, who is this dude? Who is that general, Trill? Oh yeah, one thing, a little off topic, because I'm waiting for the executive orders. But on Locked Up Abroad, they be getting arrested for the dumbest shit. Here, we're gonna put this in your suitcase. What is that? Just put it in there and don't open up the suitcase. This bag is kind of heavy. What's that smell? Oh, the dogs won't smell it. Get to the airport, they automatically know exactly who it is. Look for the white guy or the white girl coming from any of these, like Asian or Central America, any of these countries. Just look for the white man or the white woman. Automatic drug bust right there. That's usually who it is. They flying from goddamn Nicaragua over to Europe. Like, yeah, go ahead, search their ass. They took our passport. Hey, they can take my passport. Fuck it. I'm going to the embassy or something, man. I'm not, man. You looking at those suitcases they be having? It be full of drugs. They didn't even try to conceal it. It just be a suitcase full of drugs. They talking about take it to the airport. I would have took it to the airport. Help! Help! They did it right here. Man, the hell with all that shit. Locked Up Abroad be getting niggas jammed up for that. And it be some stupid shit too. All right, if you do this, we'll give you $5,000. And I thought, hey, man, I'm going on a week vacation. They're going to give me $5,000. Like, nigga, $5,000 to take back 10 pounds of goddamn weed, nigga? No. Man, we was on the beach. We was having a good time. The hotel was paid for it. And then one day a mean guy came over. He said, shut up. And he threw a suitcase on the bed. And he dumped all our clothes out and gave us this other suitcase. Like, nigga. When we were riding to the airport, what is it? We riding to the airport. I got a brick saved to me. I'm trying to go over to America. Hey, sir, what do you got on you? They be going to the airport like. Them niggas be in the airport with bricks taped to them, thinking they about to fly back home. Sir, come on in the back. They put them gloves on. Oh, them niggas be sitting there. They take that brick. They take that brick out. They cut that motherfucker open. Ooh, that's the. In the translation at the bottom of the screen, be like, "That's some good shit." You know you done fucked up, right? That's some good shit. You know you done fucked up, right? Oh my god, niggas be going to jail for the dumbest shit. Oh man. All right, we about to head over to the arena, man. Oh man. I ain't never seen no shit like that, man. I was like, niggas is really getting locked up for this. Oh yeah, hey, real quick. Since y'all been hating, number one, Detective for a Day World Tour. Number two, the graduation party. Number three, the luxury yacht. We got the detective for the day. I told you I'm gonna finally bring it over, man. These things just been sitting in the house. But yeah, everything in here. So these are the detective for a day. I haven't opened them, but I do want to scan all of them. I'm gonna scan everything in here and put it into a Google Docs. So when we do it, you're probably gonna have to get on your computer. And I might bring I'm probably gonna have it open where people can come on and actually help, and we'll do it live. We'll have the board and everything out. But I'm gonna scan everything and put it onto a Google Docs so you guys can help out. But like I said, you'll probably need to do it on your computer so you can see everything and then like comment off of your phone. But yeah, I haven't opened them. I'm not gonna. I'll open one just so we can see what it looks like on the inside. But I'm not gonna go through any of it. And don't, man, if you go online, man, don't be trying to look up what it is. I'm gonna just look in one and see how much stuff it is to actually, because I know it's like 30 or 40, like 20 or 30 pieces of paper in here. No, it didn't take no year. It took like 6 months, but it's been here. It's been at the house. It just still in the house. I just ain't never bring it over here. So this is the world tour. Detective for a Day. Oh, so they got paper clips and everything. Oh man, this looks like a legitimate damn. I'm gonna have to get the other camera plugged up too. Is this all in English? Yeah. So William Beck. Oh man, this is a lot of shit, y'all. Look, they even got. They already got the photos and everything up too. I don't know if there's any instructions to it. Oh damn, they didn't win all the way. They didn't win all the way out. Hold on. Oh man, this is really gonna take like 3 hours, man. Oh man, this front end. Oh man, there's a lot of shit to scan, man. It's front and back. Then they got, dog, look at all this, man. They got actual crime photos from the scene. Man, oh, dog, this is about to be too in depth. Hey, I'm gonna definitely need like 2 or 3 people to join in. We got concert tickets. We got, it looks like text messages. We got QR codes for hints. We got call transcripts. So this is gonna take like 3 to 4 hours for real, for real. Oh man, yeah. I'm gonna have to start this in the afternoon. We got a whole layout of where the concert. Oh my goodness. All right, so how we gonna break this down? Police reports. We even got a set list from the concert. And it was on fire on the corner. Oh man, this is gonna take forever. Itineraries. Yeah, this might. All right. Yeah, this is gonna see. This is why I ain't never bring this. I knew this is gonna take for fucking ever. We even got what's backstage with the artist ordered. 2 bottles of vodka, bottles. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I might have to have somebody come over in person to help out too. So all right. I gotta scan all of this for you guys. Is all of it front and back? Yeah, so it's just gonna have to be. I'm trying to think what would be the, like, is there any instructions? Like, is there anywhere where we start or we just jump into the case? I told you I ordered, I never opened it. It's just been sitting here. Is there like any instructions or we just jump into the case? I guess we take this first article. William is dead, and then from there, I guess we figure this shit out. Oh, let me, like, what are we trying to figure out though? Okay, well. Well, see, I can't scan everything beforehand because it says do not open until instructed to do so. So I guess these we're gonna have to just wait till we get there and we do these together because it's 4 of them in here. And I'll just have to read out. I think it's got QR codes on here. Yes, QR codes in here. Yeah, but it doesn't tell us what are we doing. We trying to find the murderer, or are we just trying to find, did this nigga unalive himself? Nah, it's no instructions. It's just when you open it up, this is how it comes. This is just how it arrived. Just like this. Everything here. You see all, like, it's photos, all kinds of tickets and shit in here. No instructions. I guess we're just trying to figure out who got rid of William. Oh, okay. So this is just I'm just gonna read what this first part says so we can kind of. William Vick, 26, is dead. The vocalist is one of Norway's largest bands. Berserk died on stage during the. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure out who killed this guy on the stage. He was killed on stage in Amsterdam Thursday evening. The Amsterdam police have not yet released an official. Okay, so this right here, this news article is going to give us pretty much the layout of what we're trying to do. The Amsterdam police have not yet released an official statement, but a video circulating on TikTok. So that's probably what that QR code is. It's probably going to be to an actual TikTok. Oh my God, that's about to take forever. The TikTok showed William and oh damn. So it's a TikTok where they say this guy got caught on fire. So I guess we got to figure out who caught this guy on fire. Does it say anything else though? Yeah, I might have to order me another suspect board because there's a lot of stuff, man. We even got a coroner's report, man. This is about to take forever. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start this like at noon y'all time. I'm gonna have to get me some. I'm with it though. Oh, they went all out. All right, well, there's the world tour one. So we'll pick a day that we can do this. Probably, I don't know. Can we get it this weekend? No, don't think this weekend. We probably have to do this shit like. Well, I ain't doing nothing Saturday. We'll see what we got going on Saturday. Yeah, so the only thing I seen in there was that first news article. Now I kind of want to look and see if all of them start off with a news article and then we work from there. Scan the docs and we'll get started. I might scan them while we on the live. I'm not wasting my whole day scanning them and then. Oh wait, there's one more. Ah, okay. So we do have instructions. It just says open first. See, I can't scan everything. I'm just gonna have to do it while we go through it. So I'm gonna open this and then I'll scan it as we I don't know. We'll figure it out, man. So open this first. And that'll tell us where we gotta go. Oh, the Space Force is out here? I ain't even my bad, y'all. The Space Force is out here. They about to sing. Now, this does seem cool though. I'm gonna do this on the main. I'm gonna have this on both channels. We're gonna do this on the main channel and this channel, man. Or what I'll try to scan all the other documents first, and then everything in the envelope, I just have to read to you guys. But what we'll do is rotate. Maybe like once I scan all the documents, I think how we could do it, everyone will have their own. We'll probably treat it like a real office. We'll have a group of people. What your job is, I'll try to break it down. All right. Like the coroner's office and report, you guys will be looking at like all the burns and like that kind of shit. Then we'll have another group of people that'll be looking at the angles of everything and like the layout. Then we'll have another group that will comb through like the text messages, the call transcripts. Because it says you do it up to like 8 people. You're supposed to do it in person. So that's how we'll break it down like that, like it's a real office. Now, I'm the lead detective. Don't y'all ever get that misconstrued, all right? You guys will be assistants. You guys will be lieutenants, all right? So whenever you respond to me, I need you to say captain. I don't want to see no mo in the chat. It will be captain, all right? And if you don't call me captain, you're getting out of line and you will be timed out. I don't want to hear no, hey, Mo, do this. No. It's captain or sir. All right. We got to make that clear. There's going to be some hierarchy here. And I'm the big dog. Y'all fall in line. Y'all want y'all paycheck. You do what you say, damn it. Screenshot the docs and post it in Discord. Nah. I'm putting them. These are official files here. I can't just be putting them in the Discord. I'm gonna have a Google Docs with all these in there, scanned. You will authorize to use them through the Google Docs. I don't want this laying out in your house somewhere where kids can get a hold of it. The potential suspect might get a hold of it. This will be confidential between us. Y'all acting like this is a damn game. This is detective for a day. This ain't play around for. This is detective shit. This is the real world. We watch all these TV shows. Whenever somebody take the work home, shit get fucked up. No, Discord can't have it. They got to be on the live. They got to be on the live. Got to tell them what they. Hopefully, we got some snitches in here too. Now I got to tell them what I know. Yeah, we're gonna do this. If I got to sit up and do this here, matter of fact, I'm gonna probably have like 2 people come over. I'm gonna have 2 people come over. I'm gonna try to have all my cameras up. I'm gonna have a camera. Well, shit. I might not put it on the suspect board. I probably have to put it on this wall over here. Because we're gonna need a big. That's a lot of shit on here. I don't think that suspect board is gonna be enough unless we removing things. Are they bringing Donnie in? Hey man, when we get into the executive orders, man, all this extra shit we doing, we don't need to hear America, America, God shed his grace on me. But yeah, man, it's detective for a day. So like it's gonna be straight, man. You know what I mean? Invite your friends and family to it. We're gonna try to knock this thing out. I gotta buy me a suit. Yeah, I gotta get me a suit for this. If I start on a Saturday night, 3 hours, 4 hours, probably, that'd be like 1 or 2. So I'm gonna have to start this around like 7 or 8 on a Saturday. So it's gonna be around like noon, you guys' time. So y'all just gonna have to have nothing to do. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a suit. I'm gonna get the little hat. I got a monocle. Get my little my pocket watch. Oh yeah, I'm about to be. Matter of fact, my dog Trill be here. Hey Trill, when my boy gets situated, Trill, come down here. We're gonna do the detective for a day in house on the live, brother. Hey Trill, you cool with that? We're gonna have Trill come down and help out too. So I'm gonna probably have my dog Trill here. I might have Kayla come and help. Oh, what I could do also, after I scan everything, I'm gonna put it in the Google Docs, and then I'm gonna put it on the screen also. So we'll be able to see larger on the screen in-house. I knew that TV would come in handy one day. Oh, let me hear this music real quick, see if they in the right A minor. That's right. Oh, Donnie. Can anyone tell me why Donald Trump is walking on the left of this officer? Does anyone know why Donnie is walking on the left side of this officer? Arms. This is how we used to fight wars, and this is why we beat the British, because them niggas used to come down hitting the drum. The British are coming. Niggas in the woods and whoop their ass. But nah, you walk, the higher ranking person always walks to the left. So, you know, Trump is the highest ranking, so he always got to be on the left. But even when you walk on like a captain or something, technically you're always supposed to be on your left side. It's just military dumb shit, but it is what it is. Oh man, they got rid of all the DEI, man. Ain't no black person in here. I was trying to wear my wig this weekend. I'm just now noticing that, man. They wasn't playing when they said no DEI. No niggas allowed. Damn, I was trying to wear I bought that wig for nothing. And you know the crazy thing? Remember when we were talking about who's going to go down to the border? This is all they do. They only play in the band. There's military members. That's all they do. They don't pick up weapons. They don't have a regular job. All they do is play in the band. They might be in the choir. They could play on the basketball team. They could play on the baseball team. They could be boxers. That's all they do. So the military, if you're good enough, you can get on like the all Air Force team where you don't go to work. You just hoop on a professional basketball team for the Air Force. If you're a boxer, like this is all they do. They go to different events and they just do this shit, but they in the military. Like that is crazy. It's crazy. Like the band, that's all they do. When they go to basic training, we in basic training, they over there. Cause like when you go to basic, they ask you, hey, do you play an instrument? If you play an instrument, they throw your ass in the band. So cause when everyone graduates, the graduating class got to have their own band play. I played the trumpet, but I wasn't that nice. I was like, fuck that. I'm not telling them I played the trumpet. Be out there. Hell no. But yeah, this is all they do. They go to different ceremonies. They you also have honor guard. Each base you have honor guard where when people die from that base, you go out and do the ceremonies like burials and everything, things of that nature. Or you go out there, you got flags, you do the flags and stuff. But yeah, this is their job. This is all they do. They don't pick up any weapons. They're not about to be rounding people up. If anything, they're going to be outside while people are rounding up. This is all they do, man. And our flag. Oh! Oh! Coming on, present. Oh!
Sir, this includes first time.
Damn, Donnie T really getting sworn in. Look at him too. Raheem in some low tops. What he got? I know he ain't got on no Jordan 1s. I know he ain't pulled up to inauguration. What are them shoes he got on? I don't know what them is. This is some Scrooge McDucks. Look, Trump said, you hold her. I got to hold on to this rail. I cannot hold on to the rail and hold Melania going up these damn stairs. I can barely get up these mugs myself. Donnie D back. Back in here, man. Blame Torian and everyone else. Michael Jackson, hey, Michael Jackson did have a dope song, man. I'm gonna go ahead and say I blame Torian, man. I blame Torian. Torian is a big time YouTuber with a lot of influence. And whenever I would go into his chats, his whole audience, they were Trump supporters. I gotta blame Torian for this, man. They used to go in on Joe Biden. I used to see him in the comments and I used to fight him off by myself, man. I blame Torian for this. Damn you, Torian. Anton Daniels, I blame you for this too. I'm calling Anton out this year. I'm on your ass, Anton. Pause. It's a lot of shit you be talking. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Anton. That brother's a successful individual, but some of the shit he be saying, I'm like, nigga, you just pandering to the audience. All right. Yeah. Tamika, no, I be in there. Nah, hell no. Watch. Hey, I'm gonna get, you know, if I get in there and get the troll of this stuff, now, all jokes aside, Torian, that's my dog. He ain't got no control over this. None of us did. It was gonna happen anyway. America, let's just be honest. Regardless of whatever she said was right, America just wasn't ready for no woman to be president. That's really what it is. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, it's just the way it is. It's life, man. They ain't ready for no woman president. Now, me personally, I don't care because I always look at it as nothing the president is going to do is going to directly affect me. Now, it may trickle down and get to me, but for the most part, I don't think anything that a president has done. I got laid off, but at the same time, it's like, okay, that just opened up more doors for me. But nothing that a president actually does, like, because I had more than enough. We knew that the contract was going to come to an end, and there was a potential that it was going to get shut down. So I don't really blame anybody. I mean, I still voted for him for the first time, but it is what it is. But yeah, man, I blame Torian, man. Torian, I don't even know what they call it. The the B1s. The B1s over there. Yeah, man. I was over there commenting one time. Mo, you don't know what you're talking about. I said, damn, I'm just giving an opinion. They tried to jump me, but somehow I beat the case like Rocky. I don't know if we're gonna be man. Jasmine, I like Jasmine Crockett. She be going off, but you're gonna have to watch it a little bit because at the end of the day, you're still a nigga. You gotta remember who in the office now. And what if Jasmine would have went outside with that white lady and that white lady beat the hell out of Jasmine? Then what we gonna do? Talk about see, that's what happened. Like, hell no, man. Like, I respect what Jasmine is doing because she does have a voice. She's stepping up, but like, come on, man. It's a time and a place. Saying child and all that shit. Come on, man. You ain't got to say that. You still got to be professional. I know they ain't professional. I know people. I'm just saying, man. Come on, man. Like, let me see. Well, some of that handshake was deep though. That handshake. Now I understand why. Let me see. Nah, but I was laughing when I see the Jasmine Crockett. See, those are the kind of articles. The articles I want to do. Let's see.
Child, listen. I want y'all to tell me whether or not. Do not call me a child. I am no child. Listen. I want y'all to tell me whether or not.
call me a child. I am no child.
But I can see that somebody's campaign coffers really are struggling right now. So she gonna keep saying trans, so that people will feel threatened. And child, listen, I want y'all to tell me whether or not.
call me a child. I am no child.
I want to find out
I am a grown
which
woman.
of those.
You want to take it outside?
Mr. Chairman, the committee is not.
Hey, all I gotta say is Jasmine. She said you would take it outside. Where was Jasmine at? Jasmine thought, I want my time back. Hell no, Jasmine, take it outside. Put them on. Put them on. We might as well go all the way with it. Fuck it, I'll cross the line. You know me, I'm an instigator. I'm getting behind. I'm pushing Nancy into it so they can get to scrapping. You know me. I don't give a damn. Let's go. Let's take it outside. Take it outside. Now, I like to recuse my time. Hell no, ain't no recusing time. You need to go recuse that ass whooping. Y'all going outside and handle that. Y'all, whoever come back, we taking your word for it. If you challenge somebody, it should be just like in the Wild Wild West. If you challenge someone to a duel, you got to go through with it. You got to go through with the duel. I'm sorry. I want to see it take place now. Right there on the floor.
Child, listen, I want y'all to tell me whether or not.
call me a child. I am no child.
But I can see that somebody's campaign coffers really are struggling right now. So she gonna keep saying trans, so that people will feel threatened. And child, listen, I want y'all to tell me whether or not.
call me a child. I am no child.
I want to find out
I am a grown
which
woman.
of those.
You want to take it outside?
Mr. Chairman,
Look at what's her name? What's her? Is it Lindsay? Margaret Green or whatever the fuck her name. Look at her. She's sitting there like, I ain't saying nothing. She's like, hell no. I don't feel like going outside. It's kind of cold too. It's January. When you get punched in January, it don't feel like a punch in August. You could take a punch in August. That's just a regular But that cold, when you get hit in the cold, them knuckles a little more ashier. You know what I'm saying? You catching it, like, it's going all the way across. It might cut. Yeah, you ain't trying to get punched in the face in January. You got to take that punch in August. Fuck that.
Chairman, the committee is not in order.
Is it allowed in the rules for a member to incite violence against another member? I mean, she said she wants to take it outside with.
Hey, I have the First Amendment right too.
And so.
The First Amendment right. Damn, I thought Jasmine was gonna stand on business. It's gonna be. I will say this for us. Do the speed limit, come to a complete stop, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, turn on your blinkers, stay away from the police. But it's going to be an interesting 4 years. You already know you're going to start seeing some wild shit take place, in certain cities. You're going to see some stuff take place, overpowerment by police, which isn't any different than what we already experienced. But just watch. I'm going to try to break down more articles and like things of this nature. I'll be putting up little breakdowns of them, covering them. Of course, it'll be in a playful manner, but we will have some, saying some historical data and fact to back that stuff. I'm about to get out of here because I was wanting to stay on here till we got the freaking executive orders, but follow him over. We'll see. But I don't think they're gonna just get straight in there. He about to have a victory speech. Good times, man. All of this, man, for the Presidente. El Presidente, Donald J. Trump. Coming to a
Now it's 21 degrees outside in D.C., and the wind gusts have made it feel much colder than that. So we see now the motorcade making its way.
You see more.
Damn, police ain't got to salute the. Well, I guess police. I guess they don't have to. Their commander in chief isn't there. But yeah, you supposed to salute whenever the damn president roll by. You got to salute.
Security and reporters and video cameras than you do just people outside watching. And it's odd because we're so used to this route being 7, 8, 9, 10 deep with people who had long ago rented a along this route and paid thousands of dollars to be able to watch from there. And, you know, here there's a smattering of people just to watch the limousine go by, not the slow version of the motorcade like during a parade. This is, you know, the regular, again, motorcade getting a president from point A to point B as quickly and as safely as they can do it.
And that typical part of the parade that we see for that last stretch in inaugurations past, where the president will get out and make it on foot. I think you said earlier that Jimmy Carter was the first president to
go the entire way, the entire 3-mile route from the Capitol to the White House. Jimmy and Rosalind Carter said, you know what? We want people to see us. We want them to think that this office belongs to them, because it does, and we want them to watch us the entire way from the seat of power to the executive mansion.
You mean to tell me Donnie couldn't walk that far?
Down to a stop right there.
I mean, maybe somebody was in the crosswalk. I could have been wrong. That van you see, the modified truck there, that is the Secret Service counter-assault team. These are the very heavily armed and armored operators whose job it is to repel an attack on the motorcade. Never been deployed. Actually, have not had to jump out of the vans and do it, but when we get up on the White House driveway and they open their doors and they start taking their stuff out, it's not a group of gentlemen you want to mess with.
Understood.
My nephew was at the White House during the pandemic, so he seen Trump a couple of times. He was on the COVID response team at the White House. He was down there for 9 months. That was cool. 2020, my nephew was in that month. This was when my brother was living in D.C. too. Both of them were down there. Who is playing this music? Oh, it's on the recording, the broadcast, I mean.
Detect the state.
All rise for the Honorable Donald J. Trump. DC lit right now, man. If you anywhere in the world right now, you want to be in DC. That could have been me right here playing trumpet. I had a brass. I ain't have no silver one. I had me a brass trumpet. I don't do that silver shit. Clarinet. If you an American and you in DC, if you ain't here, you are wrong. Americans should be fighting to try to get in here. This is the place to be, January 20th. We're going to always remember this day. MLK and Donnie J. MLK, DJT. Two names synonymous to American heroes. Oh, you didn't have to dress up for this event? This is a real American event here. Come as you are. Oh, I thought this is the Klan walking in here. This is the band. I thought that was the Klan. Well, I seen all that white coming out. I said, what the hell going on here? That's just a band coming in here. We good. We good. And I'm about to say, man, we are already starting something. Man, how many songs we gonna play, man? Donald, get your ass up here so we can get this thing started. I don't see no
full transfer of power, a hallmark of American democracy. We wanted our
Oh,
kids
no blacks
outside
and
to
Trump
watch.
out here. They ain't letting no blacks in
the
here. Oh,
outgoing
DEI hires.
president
There
and
we
the new
go.
president.
We got 2 niggas here. 3, 4 right here. So we got 4 so far. We didn't see 4 blacks for
They didn't
Trump.
get that today. Did some of those
This
folks
nigga
get
came down
into
here
the
with a
arena?
glizzy.
Maybe. Capacity 20,000. That's less than a tenth of the number of people that were expected to be on the West Front and on the Capitol.
Yeah, you mean to tell me Trump could only pack 20,000 people? There's not another 80,000 outside? This is the smallest crowd I've ever seen. So we got 4, we got 5 here. I'm assuming that this brother is asleep. So we got 5 blacks for Trump in the building.
Grounds. Forget all the general admission areas on the National Mall, along the parade
6, 7, 2 older coons.
route, wherever else. You're looking at
This guy works, so he don't count because you got to get that check.
maybe in the neighborhood of 300,000 people, and now you're down to 20,000. I'm not great with the math, but that math doesn't seem great. A lot of people who wanted to see something are not going to get to see it.
Just a fraction of what would have been possible, but
Trump was scared. He was scared to be outside. He thought they was about to aim for that noggin again. I thought he was so patriotic, moving it indoors. The first chump to move it indoors. Come on, Donald. You're supposed to be the best thing smoking. You're supposed to be outside right now on the field with the people.
Fraction, that's probably a better way to than to try to actually do the math in my head.
I've only seen 7 Negroes out here.
But this arena that's been hosting NBA and NHL games and concerts, and I mean, I've taken my nephews and niece to the circus and to see the Harlem Globetrotters in this building. It's hosted everything. This is a new one. This is not something that what used to be called the MCI Center, then became the Verizon Center, is now Capitol.
I'm just saying, man, he be doing all. We got the largest crowd or something. Man, there's only 20,000 people here, man. 20,000 people, man. That's it. That's all he could give was 20,000. I thought it was gonna be 100,000 people outside screaming and kicking to try to get in here. We got this thing on the indoors, man. What kind of president does this? It was cold as hell when Obama won. It was cold as hell. I remember they was outside. You could see their breath, everything. It was cold as hell outside. I remember when Clinton was outside, cold as hell outside. I've seen that. We doing this indoor 20,000. I'm not even amazed at this, man. Matter of fact, we need to bring ICE in here and we need to deport all of these Europeans, send them back over to Europe. That's what we need to do. We need to go in there, get all of these. Let me see your passport. What's your passport? You say American. What's your nationality? Okay, American. Okay, but wait, where's your people from? You Italian? Get them out of here. See, my people, they from here. Some of them. We need to start mass deportation right here. Get them on out of here. You didn't serve in the military? Get them out of here. Everybody in America should serve in the military mandatory 4 years. If not, get them out of here. Major got the buzz cut. Get them out of here. We ain't wearing those no more. Who is this brother here with the fade playing the goddamn, what is this? I don't even know what that is. Get them out of here. Nah, that damn go outside, man. They ain't gonna shoot you, man. Man, did all that talking. Now we indoors. But why? He goes, we would have had the largest crowd when I was driving over here. He gonna talk about when he was driving over here. The most people I ever seen outside. Then you're gonna say, man, I'm the first president that ever packed something out. You know, I'm gonna change it up. Everybody gonna start trying to do it indoors. Man, this shit about to be stupid. Tuba, shawty. Oh, okay, here we go. We getting the
watching a lot, but at least they are seeing now some level of performance.
All right, we got one black guy down here. Make us proud, brother. Make us proud, man.
As part of the festivities on this inauguration day.
I wonder if that trade-off sitting inside the arena for 8-9 hours, whatever it might be, the trade-off with not being outside in single-digit wind chill for a good chunk of that. I wonder who would fall on which side of that. Would it rather have been outside and waiting, I don't know, 5 hours, 6 hours, or inside? I'm gonna vote for inside.
Look at them now. Now they trying to justify being inside. Would you rather wait outside or inside? I'd rather be inside. All of these damn networks are cowering. ABC gave up for the defamation when they wasn't wrong for calling this food RAPIST, because according to New York statute SB, sexual abuse, it falls up under that. ABC was just like, man, we're not about to fight this out. Plus other shit could happen. But yeah, come on, man. Now they trying to, well, would you want to be waiting outside in the cold or on the inside? Fuck all that, man. It's tradition. It don't matter if it's outside. If it's too cold, then stay your weak ass at the house. This shit's supposed to be outside. We don't respect this. Donnie, you supposed to be outside. You supposed to be the heart and soul of this country. You just told us during the inauguration, other countries won't make fun of us, but we can't even hold this out. You think Kim Jong-un's gonna go inside? Hell no. He gonna make all them people sit outside because that's what the history says we got to do. Now we indoors. This shit's all formal and whack. This ain't no real. This ain't American. I don't know what this is. This is fraudulent. I'm talking about we need to be outside as one, a nation. We in here, people all happy, eating nachos, glizzies. This ain't American. What is this? This isn't the country I grew up in.
That space to transfer a pro sports into this. I mean, I imagine what the logistics involved in this have been over the last 48, 72 hours.
The logistics, nigga, is no different than them having a basketball game and then a goddamn hockey game the next day. The logistics is the same, nigga. All they did was set up a stage and roll out some red carpet, nigga. What is the logistics? It's no different than a fucking football game on Sunday and Monday, them having a full-blown concert. Nigga, they set up full stages during halftime for the Super Bowl. This isn't no different than anything. It's not like they got any goddamn shit that's about to be swinging from the sky, nigga. There's nothing. Y'all just talking and making this shit try to seem better than what it is. There's no logistical nightmare. It's just bring the military inside. Y'all niggas gonna set up over here. We're gonna put the stage over here. We're gonna have crowd on the floor. It's no different than taking up a basketball floor and putting motherfucking the regular floor down for a concert. There's nothing special about this. The logistical nightmare. I wonder how long. It didn't take them long at all. They have 48 hours to do this. They got all this shit done in a day.
We all first got word Friday afternoon, like, hey, they might move it inside to, oh, wow, they moved it inside. Oh, wow, that must be
Friday afternoon. That means you had Saturday, Sunday, and all of this morning before they opened up. Man, they didn't do anything, man. This is not impressive. This is a regular day.
Capitals players' numbers retired up there. The old Washington Bullets World Championship banner flying, but those are pretty high up. And I've had such nosebleed seats that we've been looking down on the banners. That's how high we sat for some games and concerts there.
It's important to note those security measures that you point out from all of those outdoor rallies that we covered before Butler and then after Butler, when the campaign did hold some outdoor events and there was a question of whether Secret Service would allow the Trump campaign to really do that. And once they had decided that they wanted to return to those outdoor events, so there we see soccer.
I know, that's all I had to do was mention it, and now we see the Eastern Conference Champions banner, the President's Trophy, the Washington Mystics.
Still represented there in the Capital One Arena. Home to many different kinds of events, including the 60th Presidential Inaugural Parade.
Not gotten a sense from the cool traveling with and now President Trump about when exactly we will see him. And again, we are expecting him. If you look very closely at that stage, you have the lectern where he will make his remarks, but off to the left of that, it almost looks like a toy from a distance.
They just over here just talking. When the Mystics won that banner that they were talking about, my homeboy Dez down in Arizona, his cousin played for, was it Connecticut, and they lost to the Mystics. I remember watching that game, well, that finals for them. But yeah, man, this is, they ain't got nothing to talk about. They can't talk about, yeah, you know, the policies that Trump's been campaigning on is what we're going to do. Yeah, well, the Mystics got a banner up there. You see all the retired numbers. We don't give a damn about them retired numbers. This is supposed to be outside in front of the Lincoln Memorial. I think it's the Lincoln Memorial. Was it the Washington Memorial? It's one of the memorials. We're supposed to be outside. Man, y'all remember though? You remember it was a big thing. Put a one in the chat if you remember when Trump got grazed. Remember when Trump got grazed? He didn't get shot. Remember he got grazed by a piece of glass because he didn't want to release the medical records to show that he wasn't really shot. But you remember when he got grazed and they were talking about the Secret Service, how it was the worst ever DEI hires? This is the same Secret Service. The only person that stepped down was the person at the top. It's the same exact Secret Service. But now they're talking about, oh man, the Secret Service doing such a good job. But I thought y'all said that they were doing a bad job when he got shot at. Which is it? They doing a bad job because of DEI hires, or are they doing a good job because of DEI hires? But there's no more DEI. It's some wild stuff, but man, they about to be playing 100 songs. Man, somebody go get Donald and tell him to hurry up. Let me not talk too much shit because I work up under him now. You know what I mean? But fuck it. Donald, hurry up. Some of us got jobs in the morning. Yeah, real jobs. We need our rest.
So anticipate that when we see them, that means that we will be seeing him at least relatively shortly, so they can be out front to get those shots as he and First Lady Melania Trump, we believe, will be coming into this arena.
Almost smack in the middle of the screen is Evan Mucci, who's the AP's chief Washington photographer, who's covered more inaugurations than I can think of. So,
well, don't date him too much. Don't make him feel too old.
Let me rephrase that. More big Washington events that I can think of.
Let me go find another channel, man. I don't like these guys. I want somebody that's gonna get the thing cracked.
We see Evan Mucci there, and he's right in front. Then you know,
either don't know, don't show, or don't care anything. Yeah.
Which I'm not sure why I think that's funny, but it just looks like this tiny little
hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to stay on here.
The box with the pens. It would look to be that the Trump Sharpies are back. If you recall, we don't just use a ballpoint pen or a little on tip marker. These are full-on Sharpies that make noise when signing.
You can certainly hear them.
Yes, and President Trump used to revel in handing out boxes of those. I was in the Oval Office one time when he had a group of kids, and he summoned an aide to bring 3 more boxes of that. That was just...
All right, man, we're good with you guys. We may have found some. Look at Donald Trump. He looks so serious.
Listen, you want to skip this ad. I would too. But what if I told you there's a skip ads for everybody? It's called Pi, and if that sounds familiar to you, it's probably because you've seen their ads.
Don't download Pi either, guys. Pi is a scam. They're with PayPal and they're with Honey. Don't download them. They're a scam also.
Pathetic people who would have standing to file lawsuits against these orders. They are shot different venues, different district courts or appeals court circuits around the country where they might face more friendly judges, knowing that Democrats will have relatively little power in Donald Trump's Washington to stop any.
See, this is what we wanted to hear. We wanted to hear people that are actually talking about what the hell is going to be transpiring over these next years. Not, hey, look up at the banner up there. Ha, ha, ha. We don't give a fuck about the basketball banner. We're here for the inauguration. We want to know what the hell is going on.
he wants to do legislatively. The courts will be a significant battleground on all of these proposals.
Why is an
and the
ad
manner in
blocker?
which Donald
But
Trump has
you get
telegraphed
paid
what he
when you watch
intended to do
ads.
on
But
day
PayPal
one
takes a lot
and
of
in the weeks that follow have given his opponents in the legal arena a bit of a head start too.
All right, let's go back to our chief White House correspondent, Peter Alexander. Peter, walk us through the executive orders we expect to see about the government itself.
Here we go.
Yeah, Lester, we can't say with certitude exactly what executive orders he'll sign and exactly when executive actions, honestly, here. But let's talk a little bit about what we are hearing from the incoming press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, her first formal post in this new position just moments after Donald Trump was sworn in, speaks specifically to a series of these different issues, including the idea of draining the swamp, where the goal is, as promised throughout the campaign, that Donald Trump would rein in federal bureaucracy, and the fact that he would try to wrest away the power from career government employees. This is a focal point, something he has focused on from the very beginning. There is an expectation that some of these executive actions may include significant cuts for employee benefits, an effort to try to weaken the power of federal employee unions by effectively stripping workers of their collective bargaining rights here. Some of the programs he's expected to focus as well, focusing on sort of dismantling, decimating the diversity, equity, inclusion programs, many of which were created under the former administration. You see on the right side of the screen as we walk you through this, returning federal workers to in-person work is something that has frustrated and upset Donald Trump since COVID took place, saying that American workers, certainly those who work for the federal government, should be back in person. He says that it's a small number who are in the office 5 days a week. That's another expected focal point for him. But broadly speaking,
I do have telework. I do have teleworking, man. The hell with Trump talk about. If if I get teleworking hours, nigga, I'm teleworking. I'm not coming in. I don't give a fuck what your executive order is. I won't be at work. I tell you that right now. They have to dock me or do what they got to do. But when I get authorized my teleworking hours, I'm working from the house. The hell with the executive order. I'm making an executive decision. Fuck the executive order. I'm ordering myself to go home and work from home, and I'm putting my 8 hours in. What the hell you talking about? An executive order? Yeah, okay. Yeah. When I got this job, what it say in there? It said telework is authorized. Yeah, so if I got hours, I'm working from the house, and I'm on a live. On the what the hell they talking about? I'm on a live with it.
the desire is to sort of rein in, as we said, the federal bureaucracy. But critics have their own view of this. They fear that reducing the size of the federal workforce ultimately will diminish critical capabilities of the federal government. So that's going to be the back and forth that I think we're going to see as it relates to his, branded drain the swamp ideas among the many issues we anticipate he will be signing as executive actions today. Obviously, DOGE, which is the external Department of Government Efficiency, that which would be overseen by Elon Musk, is one of his priorities of trying to execute that. Lester?
All right, Peter, thanks. And Hallie, is this more, especially in these first days, is it more about the symbolism, the sense of change, of getting things done?
It can be, and that is something that President Trump clearly wants to show, clearly wants to portray, but it is also certainly a time where you can make policy initiatives. I mean, I think back to those sort of early days in 2017 where there were so many questions about what was then dubbed the travel ban. There was these questions of semantics over what were we calling it with, I believe it was then Press Secretary Sean Spicer in that first Trump administration, in that first Trump term. So it can be a mix of both. Clearly, President Trump wants to show that he is, as he campaigned on, the change candidate, the person that can help make people feel better about things like, things we heard on the campaign trail all the time. The price of eggs, the price of milk, the goods that people paid for. Christine talked about, our business correspondent, the cost of living and inflation being such a visceral thing for people when they turned out to the polls come November. But listen, there are a number of events that could happen that are sort of those unknown unknowns and the known unknowns here. And so what the economy does, especially when you look at, as we talk about grocery prices.
Is that a Donald Rumsfeld reference you just pulled out? That was very good. That was very good.
Let me just pause here for a second because I want to let folks know it's the top of the hour now. It's 5 p.m. here in Washington, D.C., where any moment now, President Trump will arrive at the Capital One Arena to address his supporters. That arena was turned into a swearing-in viewing site today after the inauguration ceremony was moved indoors due to extreme cold weather. When the president arrives, he'll also sign, we believe, some of his first executive orders that we've been talking about. He'll be hitting the ground running to enact his agenda and roll back policies from former President Trump. For more on that, let's go back to Tom Yamas. He's in the arena where this has been a hearty crowd hanging in there throughout the day during all these other ceremonies associated with the inauguration. But soon, Tom, the president will be there.
Yeah, I think a lot of the supporters here are probably thinking so close and yet still so far away. We know that President Trump is here. We saw his motorcade pull in to the garage underneath the Capital One Arena. But it's been quite a while since we've seen any movement since then. The military bands behind me, you can maybe hear them there.
All right, let me see what we got here. Tell me what you guys think about this here. I got 33 comments. You know I've been out there trolling their ass.
Again, just if anybody missed it, we'll just show it again. He's just wrapped up here. You can hear the... All right, so we just showed that. We just showed that.
Right. It's worth salute. It was quick. I think our viewers are smart and they can take a look at that. But it certainly was. It's not something that you typically see at American political rallies. Put it that way.
No.
What you guys think about that?
You usually would
Is that
see.
a salute or?
And it was quick, as you point out. It was very quick, but it was in a moment of intensity for him as he came out dancing, and then he did that. He is a hero here.
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you. It is thanks to you that the future of civilization is assured.
I just want to look at that salute that he gave again. Just if anybody missed it, we'll just show it again. He's just wrapped up here. You can hear the... All right, so we just showed that. We just showed that.
Right. It's worth
salute.
It was quick. I think our viewers are smart and they can take a look at that. But it certainly was. It's not something that you typically see at American political rallies. Put it that way.
No, it was not something that you usually would see. And it was quick, as you point out. It was very quick, but it was in a moment of intensity for him as he came out dancing, and then he did that. He is a hero here.
And I just want to say thank you
That's down.
for making it happen. Thank you.
Like that. Well, as they were saying in the comments, that is not our fight. To all of my people of color in here, that is not our fight. Let's let the real Jews handle that if they're gonna do anything, or are they gonna fold up under pressure? You know, when Kanye said something about the H man, they made an outroar about it. We'll see if they do anything about this tomorrow, or even call it out, which we'll see, but I doubt they will. But this is not our fight. That is between them. Our fight is something that's been going on for over 400 years. You know what I mean? I'm still looking for my 40 acres and a mule. Now, I'll take the 40 acres. One of y'all can have my mule. I just need the 40 acres. That's all I need. That's all I need is 40 acres. 40 acres, 40 acres.
Still playing.
Campaign, and I go back to what Hallie and Christine were talking about. We've talked a lot about the border, and that's certainly one of his big promises to address the situation at the border. But the biggest one for Americans may be the price at the grocery store. Can he bring down prices?
He's acknowledged that that's not easy. It's hard to bring things down.
He's acknowledged he might not be able to, and it's incredibly
after the election.
Extraordinary, exactly, for him to acknowledge that. But clearly it's a focus, and I think it's one of the things that voters will really be watching for and judging him on.
Okay, we're going to take a short break. We'll take you back inside the arena once President Trump arrives.
They trying to tell people to scoot down. I ain't scooting down nowhere. I'm getting me a good matter of fact. I'm trying to. These some nice couches. I want to know what they doing with these little chairs when they done with them. Is there any way we can get these on the auction? You know what I mean? I'd pay a good for one of these. I'd pay a good $250, even though I know they probably about. Yeah, I pay about $250 for one of these. These are nice too. Fresh. Smell new. Don't smell like they were made in America though. More like got like a Sweden smell, like they came from Sweden, where IKEA.
So we'll have more special coverage right here. Stay with us.
This is like ChatGPT for your meetings. Watch this.
All right, man. Well, they're taking forever, man. Donnie on his own time, man. He back in office. Man, y'all let me know what executive orders he signed. I'll probably do a quick breakdown of them tomorrow. I do got to watch this movie. I might be off early tomorrow. You know, like I said, fuck what Donald talking about. if I get done with shit early tomorrow, I'm using my telework time and I'm coming to the crib. I'm going to be at the crib tomorrow, hopefully. We'll see. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We do have Detective for a Day. We're gonna have to start that on like a Saturday afternoon, and that's gonna be a wow. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know when we're gonna do it though, because that's gonna take a whole Saturday for me. You know, I gotta sip on something. Might have to take a nap too. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm gonna see what the executive orders are tomorrow, and I'll probably go over them again, break down which ones he actually did. I mean, we talked about it a little bit. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I thank you guys for tuning in, man. Yeah, man. Remember, you can run, but you can't hide, man. Welcome to the new year's 1,460 days. Donald Trump, 4 years. 4 years. Remember, you can run, you can't hide. He is your president, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Salute Donnie T, a.k.a. 4547 60th inauguration. I'm out this day, man. Man, I'm not watching no damn Star Trek, man. I'm not scanning those documents until I actually know when we're going to do something. You feel me? It's Tuesday. I got videos to record. That can wait to the day of. Now, all right, y'all, man. But we got it. R.I.P. to Martin Luther King. This is his day. You know, we got this inauguration thing going on. I don't even know who these people are. Is that Jebediah Bush? Oh, no. All right. Remember, you can run, you can't hide, man. I'm out this day.
You can run, but you can't hide.